a new level of confidence and power, a new level of confidence and power. Welcome to the most dangerous, badass channel in the history of the internet. I am the most funny, badass, amazing individual in the history of the world. Welcome to this experience. You're looking at the man who single-handedly crippled the flat earth psyop cult. Single-handedly. You don't believe me? Globebusters is going to discontinue making content until further notice. Globebusters is no longer Globebusters until further notice. Kelsey Kerwin is no longer gonna do the Baby Truther show anymore because she's having a nervous breakdown. The Baby Truther show may never come back ever again. Jaron Campanella is running from me. Jaron Campanella is opening up fake accounts pretending to be me. Jaron Campanella, I have proof you're opening up fraudulent accounts and impersonating a comedic genius. Jaron Campanella, I contacted YouTube today. I contacted YouTube and reported your channels, all of them. And I told them you're impersonating a comedic genius. And I told them I sing for the elderly. Jaron Campanella, I know that you have sock accounts and you're pretending to be me. Jaron Campanella, I'm going to show my audience all your sock accounts of you pretending to be me. And Jaron Campanella, I'm going to have all my audience flag these sock accounts and report them to YouTube for impersonating me. Ladies and gentlemen, Jaron Campanella is opening up impersonator accounts with my name, Jake Gibson. Opening up impersonator accounts with my name, Jake the Asshole. Opening up impersonator accounts with my old stage name, Solo Bass Jake. Jaron Campanella is literally impersonating me, and YouTube does not approve of that. You can have your channel taken down if you impersonate someone and defame their character. I'm going to prove to you that this is what is happening. Furthermore, Jaron is subscribing to all of my subscribers. If you are subscribed to my channel, there's a strong chance Jaronism has subscribed to you with a sock account. Jaronism is subscribing to all my subscribers with a sock account that he is using to impersonate me. Jaron Campanella is impersonating me with an account called Jake the Crackhead. He is impersonating me with accounts where he calls me lots of names that is against YouTube guidelines. In fact, I'm going to prove it to you right now. I'm going to look up Jake the Asshole on my phone and I'm going to show you what happens. And I'm going to go to recent search filters and I'm going to go to upload date. Now watch this. Look at this, you guys.
And this is all a comedy routine, so I'm allowed to do this comedy routine through YouTube. And I'm never going to hurt you physically. I'm never going to meet Jaron. I'm never going to physically
This is a fraud account that Jaron made. Do you see this? Jake Gibson got pedo vibes. Jake Gibson got pedo vibes. This is a fraud account that Jaron Campanella or one of his associates opened up to troll me. This is not allowed on YouTube. I contacted YouTube and talked to someone personally and told them what's going on, Jaron. Jaren is creating fake accounts of me and uploading my content and pretending to be me. That goes against YouTube's guidelines, and I have reported these channels. If any of you receive a subscription from a channel that has my name in it and is obviously a fake imposter channel, I want you to report the channel and tell them that they're impersonating me. So basically, I want you guys, if you support me, to find this channel, Jake Gibson got pedo vibes, and report the content to YouTube. If you see Jaren Campanella or anyone make a profile pretending to be me, I want you to hit the report button and report them to YouTube. This is what's happening. I'm shutting down the Flat Earth cult. I'm winning. I'm winning easily. These men want me dead. Jaren wants me dead. Bob from Globebusters wants me dead. David Weiss wants me dead. These men are millionaires. They have a lot of money. I expose their multi-level scam and expose them as actual shills. I expose these men are real shills. For real. And they're coming after me, a real guy who's not a shill. And I proved I'm not a shill. So here's what happened. They called the cops on me and sent the cops to one of my family members' house. Cops came to one of my family members' house wanting to talk about my YouTube channel. I don't live at this address where the cops came. I have instructed my family that there are psychopath men after me and never to speak to anyone about me. So my family now knows that there are psychopaths coming after me. And Jaren, Bob, David Weiss, if you dox me or send anyone to my family's address, I'm warning you, my family has been instructed who you are and what to do. My family is armed and ready. David Weiss, Bob from Globebusters, Bob Nodell, Jaren Campanella. If you dox me or send anyone to my family's address, my family is armed and ready. Do not dare mess with my family. This is 100% real, not a joke. Police were sent to my family's address looking for me and wondering about my YouTube page. I've been on YouTube for 7 years and they've never came to my house before or any of my family's house. So that means there are evil men calling the police and filing false police reports against me. When I get to the bottom of this, there's going to be hell to pay. I have representation. I'm in talks with law enforcement. And guess what, Jaren, Bob, David Weiss? You're in a lot of trouble. If you have called a nursing home and attempted to get me fired from any nursing home in Modesto or Sacramento, that's a serious crime and you're going to do some serious time. Now, here's the truth, y'all. Bob from Globebusters said he's not doing Globebusters anymore. And he came over to my channel and said he works with law enforcement and that he used to be a federal agent. Hey, bro, I'm live. Let me call you back.
Oh, bye bye.
All right. So Bob from Globebusters told me and his audience that he used to work with federal authorities. Globebusters, Bob Nodell, said he works with federal authorities and he's going to come after me with the federal authorities. So imagine some flat earthers are actually federal agents and who are admitting it, and they're saying they're going to use their power to come after me. Bob Nodell says he's going to have his friends in the federal law enforcement agency come after me. So that means Bob is going to abuse his friendship and have men who work for the FBI or any police station quit what they're doing and come after Jake the asshole, a man who sings for the elderly and just busted a flat earth cult. Now, a lot of you guys are confused and you don't know what's going on, and I'm telling you, I single-handedly busted a flat earth criminal cabal. You might think that I'm lying, but this is what's happened. Jake the asshole busted a criminal cabal. There's a flat earth application which steals your info and data mines you. There's a flat earth application that I told you is dangerous and that I told you can be hacked, and all your information is basically out there for psychopaths to be stolen from you if you downloaded that Flat Earth application. The men who created that Flat Earth application are mad at me and they want me dead. This is not a joke. I'm dead serious. Everything I'm saying is 100% fact, not a joke. I engaged in a war with real shills. I prove they're real shills. I'm shutting them down, and they want me dead. If you think this is fake, I want you to leave my channel and never come back. If you don't think what I'm doing is good enough for you, I want you to leave and never come back. Anyone who says, Jake, I don't like the drama, this ain't drama. This is a battle of good and evil, and I'm winning. This is 100% a battle between God and the devil, and God is winning. Understand? I shut down Globebusters. I shut down the Baby Truther show. Kelsey's no longer going to be showing up to do the Baby Truther show. Jaren begged me not to release the diss track. Jaren begged me to not release the Baby Truther diss track. That's a fact. I can prove to you Jaren begs me to quit doing what I'm doing. Jaren is begging me to quit doing what I'm doing. Bob from Globebusters said he is a former federal agent and is going to use his federal agent ties to come after me. So let me ask you this, anyone who follows Bob, why would you follow a government agent who's going to use his government ties to come after me, an innocent man? So Bob from Globebusters admits he's a former government agent with government ties, and he's going to abuse those government ties to come after a man who sings for the elderly. This is actually happening. So I'm going to take some questions from the chat, and we're going to answer any and every question you have. I'm being 100% real and serious here. And if you think this is a joke or some sort of show, you're wrong. This is 100% real. They called the cops on me, and they went to my family's address where I don't live and asked to speak to me about my YouTube channel. So I figured out what's going on and who did what. And I have representation, and there's going to be hell to pay. I single-handedly am bringing down the entire stack of cards. If that makes you uncomfortable, I don't care. A lot of you guys don't understand what's happening, and people are unsubbing from me and saying, Jake, I don't like the drama. This is not high school. This is not drama. This is good versus evil, and it's for real, and I am winning. No channel you've ever seen has done what I have done. There is no channel on YouTube who has single-handedly brought down the Flat Earth cult. In the last 2 weeks, I have dealt more damage to the Flat Earth cult than you can possibly imagine. I've caused bad men to lose lots of money, and they want me dead. This isn't a made-up story for ratings or clicks. This is reality. I am for real. I've proved I'm for real. And I prove the men I'm after are real scumbags. For real scammers and scumbags. And because I exposed that they're scammers and scumbags, they're really, really angry with me. And they want me dead. And if I do show up dead, I want you guys to dig into how it happened. If I ever show up dead, I'm not faking it. If I show up dead, there's no faking it. It's for real, and I'm going to want all of you to look into it. So I'm telling you, there's a man, Jaren Campanella, who's so mad at me. He wants me dead, and he won't stop contacting me. He contacts me incessantly, and he makes fraudulent YouTube channels pretending to be me. Jaren has made several fraudulent YouTube channels pretending to be me, and I can show you even more of them. Here's one right here. Look, see? Jake Gibson, aka Jake the Asshole, full confession. See? And the channel's called Jake Gibson Got Pedo Vibes. Look, see? Who would make that? Who would make that? Jakeism. I didn't make that. That's a fraudulent account. And I told YouTube it's a fraudulent account. And I told YouTube I think it's Jaronism, Jaron Campanella. Jaron, if they figure out that this is you making fraudulent accounts, you might lose your channel, buddy. I didn't make a fake Jaronism channel, but Jaronism is making fake channels of me. Jaronism made another channel called Jake the Crackhead. Where is it at? Oh, here's another one. Look.
Here we go again. Let's talk about this 100% piece of shit.
Look. Look. These are fake channels. This one's called Jake Gibson Solo Bass. Do you see he's using my name and my stage name? These are fraudulent accounts. This isn't allowed on YouTube. I told YouTube what's going on. Jaron, I'm gonna spend tomorrow taking down all these channels. I'm gonna spend the entire day going after your sock accounts. And when they tie the sock accounts back to your channel or your associates, you might lose your channel. Understand that, Jaron? With your sock accounts trying to be me and pester me and defame my character? Not allowed on YouTube. Okay, so we're going to take questions now because I want everyone to understand what's happening. I'm taking down the Flat Earth criminal cabal. This is not a fake fight or a joke or scripted. This is real. I'm taking down a Flat Earth cult criminal syndicate. The Flat Earth cult was rolled out for you with a fake map and a crew of shills. I've proven it. 100% proven it. If you didn't watch and you didn't pay attention and you're lost, you should probably go catch up. But here's where we're going to do what we're going to do. I'm going to sit here for like 3 hours and have a conversation and spill everything I know. If any of you disrespect me, my mods are going to bounce you. Show up here and talk any shit and you're bounced. This is not a joke. This is real. Mangtanka Tanaka says ODD TV woke me up, but he was one of the shills. He has gone silent in a way. ODD is Matthew Priscilla. He's a convicted sex offender. ODD is Matthew Priscilla, a convicted sex offender. Next. Jaron asked to measure my penis, and he wanted my best friend to measure my penis and his penis. I adamantly declined a penis measuring contest. Remember? That happened. Do you guys know that Jaron sent a picture of his crotch to my best friend Thomas? Jaron Campanella sent a picture of him touching his crotch to my best friend Thomas. Thomas called me and said, "Bro, Jaron sent me a picture of his crotch." And I said, "Are you kidding me?" And he goes, "No. What's his problem?" Jaron, you sent a picture to my friend Thomas of your crotch? Are you out of your mind? I'm not making this up. My friend Thomas is mortified because Jaron sent him a picture of his crotch. Yeah, ODD is Matthew Priscilla, a convicted sex offender. This is public knowledge. Go look it up. He even posted a confession on his channel and then took it down a day later. And then when I asked him why he did that, he said he didn't want it to be used against him. That's why me and him aren't real cool no more. Any questions of what I just told you guys? And I'll repeat myself over and over and over. I want everyone to know what's going on because a lot of you guys are being stupid and saying, "Jake, quit talking about the shills and shit like that," while I just busted a criminal cabal. Or you say you want me to talk about something else when I just busted a criminal cabal. I literally busted a criminal cabal. The PSYOP Flat Earth is a multi-level scam. Does anyone remember FE Core? Here's a question. How many people in the audience remember FE Core? F.E. Core. Anyone remember F.E. Core? Does anyone remember F.E. Core? If you don't, and you're a newbie, I'm going to have to tell you what it is. F.E. Core was an organization that was supposed to do flat earth research and experiments. F.E. Core was set up by Bob from Globebusters and Jaron and Karen B and a bunch of shills. F.E. Core took in hundreds of thousands of dollars in donations from flat earthers just like you. Let me repeat that. F.E. Core was started by people like Jaron, Bob from Globebusters, Karen B, and a bunch of shitbags who claimed they were going to do flat earth research and do experiments. They took in donations by the hundreds of thousands of dollars. F.E. Core never proved flat earth. F.E. Core never proved jack shit. F.E. Core never did a thing with your money. The money's gone, and they all walked away from F.E. Core once the money was gone. F.E. Core is sitting on the shelf right now, not doing anything, because they took all your money and then walked away from it. One more time. F.E. Core was started by people like Jaron and Bob from Globebusters and Karen B and other shitbags. They said they were going to do experiments. They took in hundreds of thousands of dollars. They never proved jack shit. The money's gone. They walked away from F.E. Core. Understand what I just told you? Hit the like button if you like what you're hearing so far. F.E. Core scammed and squandered hundreds of thousands of dollars. I was never in F.E. Core. Bob from Globebusters and Jaron and Karen B were, to name a few. Understand what I'm telling you? These men are real scammers who have stolen more money than you know. David Weiss is a millionaire. Jaron appears to be a millionaire. These men appear to be millionaires, and they have nothing but time to go after me and scam people. I'm just the only guy to stand up to them. I'm the only one with a fist as mighty as my voice. They picked a fight with a professional comedian and a professional musician, and I have accordingly used my comedic talents and my musical talents to bury them. Jaron begged me to not release my diss track because he knew that I'm a professional musician and that my diss track is going to hurt real bad. Jaron begged me to not release my song. Here's the problem for Jaron. He doesn't have a speck of musical ability. Jaron is not a musician at all. I'm a professional musician. And when I'm so motivated, I have the talent to make a diss track and bury people permanently. I can permanently embarrass people with my talent because I'm a professional comedian and a professional musician. Jaronism is not a musician and has zero talent. He's not funny and he's not talented in any sense of the word. Jaronism is going to maybe hire someone to write a diss track about me, but Jaron can't write a diss track of his own because he's a talentless hack. So since Jaron's a talentless hack, he's probably going to have some black guy on Fiverr attempt to write a diss track about me. Jaron Campanella has to pay another human being to create a song about me because he's so much of a talentless hack. He can't even pull out a piece of paper and come up with any rhymes, nor could he deliver those rhymes, nor could he make any music behind those rhymes. Jaron Campanella does not have the ability to make a diss track against me. He would have to hire another human being to do that. So I, in one day with my best friend Thomas, created a diss track in about 8 hours. Do you know the Baby Truther diss track was created in 8 hours? And we were done. And the Baby Truther diss track is literally me verbally decapitating Jaren. I verbally and lyrically decapitated Jaren, and he's permanently humiliated for life because of it. Jaren Campanella, he's a psychopath bitch, and his wife sat on his best friend's dick. Ooh, the opening line is just a dagger. And here's the deal, I'm never going to meet Jaren. I've never met Jaren. I'm never going to fight Jaren. I'm never going to lay a finger on Jaren. But behind this computer screen, I'm going to beat the shit out of him and lyrically disassemble him. Lyrically and verbally. Through comedy and music, which is 100% legal on YouTube. Ting! So guess what, Jerry? I'm going to keep making fun of you whenever I feel like it. And if you piss me off, I'm going to make extra fun of you. So you better steer clear of me. And if you ever want to go to court with me, I'm going to be the comedian who tricked you. I'm going to say that I know the earth is a ball, I know the earth is a globe, and these crazy flat earthers are trying to hurt me and smear me and call my business. These crazy flat earthers are trying to hurt me. And guess what? Everyone in the courtroom who thinks the earth is a globe is going to be on my side. Let me repeat that, Jaren. If we ever go to court, I'm going to be the guy who's a comedian who pretended to be a flat earther. You're going to be the crazy flat earther who's picking on a man who sings for the elderly and disabled. So if we go to court, I'm going to say, I know the earth is a globe. I'm just a professional comedian who's making fun of the flat earthers. I became a flat earth cult leader because I'm a professional comedian. And now I'm making fun of them because I'm a comedian and I'm going to write a book. So because I'm going to write a book about how I duped the entire flat earth community, cult community, do you see how I can get everyone in the courtroom to rally behind me and want to be on my side? And all I have to do is say, I believe the earth is a globe, and evil flat earthers are trying to hurt me. And the judge and the jury and everyone in the courtroom is going to look at the evil flat earthers, and they're going to be on the side of the guy who believes it's a globe and who sings for the elderly. Do you understand? Meanwhile, I'm a professional comedian and I don't know what shape the earth is. I don't know if it's a globe. I don't know if it's flat. I don't know if it's concave. I'm a professional comedian and I don't know if it's flat or round or concave. I don't know. But if I go to court, I'm going to say it's a globe and flat earthers tricked me and that these people are evil flat earthers and they're running a scam and they're trying to hurt me and defame me. And I'm a man who sings for the elderly. And all those things are going to be true, provably. Do you guys know in 2022, I'm going to be a millionaire? I'm going to write a book about how I escaped the flat earth cult. And I'm going to give away all my juicy secrets about all these people. I'm going to give away all my juicy secrets about the women I was with while I was on the road. Do you guys know when I went on tour as Flat Earth Asshole, I was with a number of flat earther women? And I'm going to drop some of these juicy details in my book in 2022. I have a book coming out in 2022 which explains that I'm the world's funniest comedian. I tricked the Flat Earth cult into thinking that I was one of them. I became a leader in the Flat Earth cult. I became the most popular man in the Flat Earth cult. I left the Flat Earth cult, and now I'm exposing the Flat Earth cult. I'm going to write a book. In fact, it's almost already written, and I have all my videos to prove everything I say. I'm going to write a book about my experience. And guess what? I'm going to be a millionaire because not only are you guys going to buy it, but Globers are going to buy it too. People who believe in the globe are going to want to read my book. And you know why? They're going to want to know how a fella like me tricked the entire flat earthers and all the cult into believing this. They're going to want to know how a fella like me did what I did. They're going to want to know the story. They're going to want to know how someone could be dumb enough to believe that the earth is flat. Do you know globe people? They can't fathom how someone could be so dumb to believe in the flat earth. And so when I tell them that I'm a professional comedian who pretended to be a flat earther, they're going to think that's hilarious and they're going to want to know exactly what I did, and I'll have a book to sell them. Also, you guys know I don't think the earth is a globe for a second. And so you, the people who know who I really am, you'll also want to read this book. Everyone's going to want to read my book, including Jaron Campanella and all my enemies. My enemies are going to want to buy my book too. My book is going to probably be a bestseller. And here's the awesome thing, no one can steal my idea because it happened to me. So nobody can write my book for me or put it out before me because it happened to me and I'm me. So I can tell the story of what happened to me, how I became a flat earth leader without even knowing it, and how I exposed all of this. And here's the thing, at any point, I reserve the right to say I was just a comedian the whole time, playing a big joke on everyone, like Logan Paul or somebody, right? So anybody in court or any globe earther, all I have to do is say, I'm like Logan Paul. I tricked all these flat earth people into believing me, and I'm a comedian. And they're going to understand, and they're going to laugh, and they're going to be on my side. They're all going to be on my side. Do you know the amount of people who believe that the earth is flat is this big? It's that big. Do you know the amount of people who believe in a globe? This big. Do you know that for comedic purposes and for my well-being, I can just pretend that I believe in a globe, while these evil people who pretend that the earth is flat get laughed at and hung out to dry? Do you guys realize how many books I'm going to sell? You're going to want one, right? When I detail all the little secrets that I know, you're going to want one. Aren't you going to want to know how I did everything that I did, how I pulled it off? Aren't you going to want to know the people I met and hung out with? The flat earth women that I was with? Don't you want to know those fun little juicy details? It's kind of like a Motley Crue revealed kind of book. Behind the scenes of Motley Crue. I was a flat earth rock star. I was flat earth asshole. And when I went on tour, there were people who showed up from other states to meet me, including some good looking women. And so I have lots of stories. Because if you're a rock star, you got some fun stories to tell. I'm a bona fide, legitimate, gangster, rock star, professional comedian. Furthermore, I'm the funniest, most talented human being in the world. Right now, I am the most dangerous, badass, gangster comedian alive. Men run from me. Men lay in their beds and shake at night and can't sleep because of my existence. There are men who want me dead, who lay awake at night and wish they could be me for a day. I don't lay awake in bed. I sleep like a baby because I'm an innocent man doing the right thing. I'm an innocent man doing the right thing, and I sleep like a baby. Do you guys know how good revenge feels? Jaronism was my friend, and he backstabbed me, and he attacked me and tried to assassinate my character many times. So, to be able to bend him over my knee and spank him like a bitch in front of everyone, revenge tastes so sweet. Revenge, I'm telling you, is the best drug I've ever tried. I'm drunk on revenge. When I tasted revenge the other night, I went home and listened to Pantera and headbang like a madman. And Dimebag Darrell serenaded me with his perfect solos while I headbanged and laughed like a madman because I just bent Jiren and his crew over my knee and spanked them like the dirty bitches that they are. Kelsey Kerwin. Kelsey Kerwin, if you quit Baby Truther Show, I'm going to leave you alone. I'm going to leave Kelsey Kerwin alone if she never shows up to Jaren's channel again. Kelsey Kerwin, I'm telling you, go home and take care of your daughter and try to be a good mother and don't ever mention my name again and I will leave you alone. Understand that, Kelsey, sweetheart? Kelsey, don't ever say my name again, and don't ever go on the Baby Truther show ever again. Otherwise, you'll have hell to pay. So, Kelsey, I'll never talk about you ever again, and I'll leave you alone, and I'll tell my subscribers to leave you alone. So, Kelsey, you stay out of my way, and you be a good girl and raise your daughter right, and I'll leave you alone. In fact, I think you're a pretty gal, and you're probably not a guy. Bye, sweetheart. Ta-ta. Alex Stein, Primetime 99. I'm going to take a shit on your channel.
Primetime 99, Alex Stein. Alex Stein, Primetime 99. Primetime 99, Stein. Primetime, Alex Stein 99. On the grind. Primetime, Alex Stein 99.
That's him. That's his whole existence. Alex Stein, Primetime 99. That's his whole existence. Here's Alex Primetime Stein 99, his entire character in a nutshell. Walk out on stage, say that your name is Alex Stein, and then say Primetime, and then say 99. That's it. That's his entire set. If you ever watch Alex Stein 99 do comedy, he walks on stage, he introduces himself as Alex Stein 99, and then he repeats that 10 times and then makes this noise. Which in my opinion is like nails on a chalkboard. Alex Stein's voice is, to me, literal nails on a chalkboard. And so this man, Alex Stein 99, shows up to open mics where he doesn't have an actual gig, because an open mic will let any idiot get up on stage. And he gets up on stage and he goes,
Stein 99, Alex Stein.
And then he repeats that again. And then he repeats it and he repeats it and he repeats it. And everyone in the crowd just stares at him like, what is this guy doing? And then they have to make him get off the stage. They basically tell him, okay, you're done. Get off, loser. Do you guys realize I've seen men do comedy and bomb, but they can at least tell a joke with a punchline? Alex Stein 99 literally just says that that's who he is, and that's all of his material. Now, this man promotes fast food and vegan fast food. He wants you to eat vegan fast food because he's a fucking sadistic shill. So there's a sadistic shill who wants you to basically kill yourself with vegan fast food, and he has a channel called Conspiracy Castle. I'm going to do a comedy review of this channel, probably starting tomorrow or the next day, and I'm going to prove to you Alex Stein 99 is the worst comedian who ever lived, and he's a joke. And so I'm going to do a comedic review of this man starting tomorrow, and I'm going to prove to everyone that he's the biggest comedic joke who ever lived. Alex Stein, Primetime 99, a few days ago, went to a high school football field that was empty, and he was wasted. He was completely wasted, and for 20 minutes, he just literally stood by himself in an empty high school football field and went,
Primetime 99, Alex Stein. Primetime 99, Alex Stein. I'm Primetime 99, Alex Stein. You know who I am, Stein 99.
If you think I'm kidding, I'm not kidding. For 20 minutes, he went to his own high school that he doesn't go to anymore. He went to his old high school, and for 20 minutes, he did this.
Primetime 99, Alex Stein on the grind. This is my high school. I used to be here. I used to go to high school here. This is my high school. I used to go to high school. Alex Stein, Primetime 99.
Yeah, he did that. This is the guy who was on the Baby Truther show that I disliked so much. Anybody who doesn't know who I'm talking about, this man was on the Baby Truther show. This man has tried to make fun of me. This man thinks he's funnier than me. This man thinks he's a comedian. I'm telling you, I'm the funniest comedian in the world, and if I want to make fun of somebody, they're going to run away from me. Alex Stein, I am the funniest comedian in the world, and I'm going to make fun of you tomorrow for a living. I'm going to get paid tomorrow to make fun of you, Alex Stein. Tomorrow, I'm going to make fun of Alex Stein, and I'm going to enable monetization, and I'm going to get paid to make fun of you, Alex Stein. Alex Stein told his audience that I live in a van. Does this look like a van, Alex Stein? Did you know that I sold my van? Alex Stein, I sold my van. So when you tell your audience that I'm broke and jobless and live in a van, you're an idiot because I sold the van and I rent a room somewhere and I have this office. So I have an office and I have a room and I also have plenty of money. So because I am a professional YouTuber and I make fun of you, people around the world donate to me. People around the world donate to me, not only through Super Chat, but also to my PayPal, which is in the link below. So my fans and subscribers give me Super Chats and they donate to my PayPal link. So basically, Alex Stein Primetime 99, I make a living as a professional YouTuber and comedian doing exactly what you're looking at right now. Don't believe me? I have proof. I have proof that I pay the bills here and at my room with my YouTube money. And I have my hands in a few other jobs that you don't know about. So Alex Primestein 99 tells his audience that I'm broke and live in a van. Really? Broke and live in a van? I don't own the van anymore. Uh-oh. And I'm not broke. Uh-oh. And I'm a professional comedian. Uh-oh. And I have a platform that's bigger than yours. Uh-oh. And I'm going to make a video about you tomorrow. And you can't do anything about it except shove it up your pimply a-hole. Uh-oh. It looks like my mods are having fun banning lots of losers. Ha ha, losers. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha, losers. Fuck you in the asshole. You're a bunch of losers getting banned by my mods. Ha ha, bitch. Ha 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 ha, bitch. Ha 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 ha. Fuck you, Nathan Thompson. You're a stupid bitch. You are the stupidest bitch I ever saw. Fuck you, Nathan Thompson, in your ass. You are a bitch and you give me sassafras. I didn't think I was going to make a rhyme using sassafras, but I did because I'm an unscripted comedian. Ha ha, Nathan Thompson, you idiot. Loser. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Loser, loser. Ha 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 ha. You're a loser fag. Watch this. Ha 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 ha. Jaren's a loser. Ha 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 ha. Bob's a big fat loser. Jaren's a big fat loser, and Bob's a big fat loser. They're all a bunch of fucking loser doodah days. See, I just made that up. Just made it up. There's no way I could script that. Yeah, it's easy. Watch. David Weiss can lick my balls, doo-dah, doo-dah. David Weiss can lick my balls, oh, the doo-dah day. Gonna run all night, I'm gonna run all day. And David Weiss can lick my balls, oh, the doo-dah day. Now, I had Globebusters take down their whole, basically stop doing their channel. And Bob says he's gonna use his connections to the federal authorities to come after me, which means Bob admits he's a federal agent and he's going to abuse his powers to come after a man who exposed him. Aw, why would you do that, Bobby? Hey, Bobby, why don't you go to the gym and try and take care of your decrepit, shitty body that is breaking down in front of our very eyes? Why don't you just take care of your body? Because you might not be alive long enough if you keep eating like a loser and your body dwindles away. Bob, you're not looking very healthy. So you won't be able to make it long enough to ever see anything happen to me if you don't take better care of yourself, Bob. Bob, at any moment your heart could just give out, and that'll be the end of you. Man, that would suck if you not taking care of yourself ended with you passing away due to cardiac arrest. That would suck, Bobby. Maybe you should take better care of your body, loser. Yet Nathan Thompson showed up here and thought he was going to like say something to me. Nathan Thompson, you were in every single hit piece documentary. You were the biggest idiot in flat earth history. If you're not a shill, then that means you're just the biggest idiot who ever lived. Nathan Thompson put on a duck suit because he was told by men who pretended to go to Harvard that he was going to do a flat earth experiment and he needed to wear a duck suit in order to do a flat earth experiment with the world's biggest magnet. If you don't know who Reckless Ben is a troll channel who tricked Nathan Thompson into thinking that he was going to prove a flat earth in an experiment. They tricked him into putting on a duck suit, and then he goes on in front of tens of thousands of people in a duck suit and thinks that he's proving a flat earth. Now, here's my thing. How big of an idiot do you have to be in every single hit piece documentary and wear a duck suit and get trolled by men who pretended to go to Harvard? Can anyone answer that? Nathan Thompson was in Behind the Curve, and he has a famous phrase in Behind the Curve, which was seen by tens of millions of people. In Behind the Curve, Nathan Thompson says this, quote, "Planes fly stationary over the stationary Earth. Planes fly stationary." Planes don't fly stationary. But Nathan Thompson said on camera in a documentary for tens of millions of people that planes fly stationary. In that same documentary, Jaron Campanella proved a globe. He failed a flat earth experiment and proved a globe. If you haven't watched Behind the Curve, then you haven't done your flat earth research. You have to watch Behind the Curve in its entirety so that you know who's a shill and you can prove to yourself that these people are shills. You just have to watch Behind the Curve. All the people in it are shills. Get it? And so in the movie, you have Jaron failing a flat earth experiment and technically proving a globe, according to what is seen on camera. And you also have Nathan Thompson saying planes fly stationary. You also have Mark and Patty acting like absolute goober idiots at a NASA museum. And you have Mark admitting he's a loser at 50 years old who lives with his mom and does nothing but flat earth interviews all day. It was bad. It was really bad. It set the flat earth as a topic back many years. It has never recovered. I wasn't in that documentary. Furthermore, I can tell you where Jaron has failed every flat earth experiment he has ever done. Jaron has done multiple flat earth experiments and failed every single one. There's one back in 2015 where he took your donations. Not many of you were around in 2015, but I can show you an example of him taking donations to do a laser test and then failing the laser test. Furthermore, it looks like he faked the laser test. I know where the footage is, and I can show you the footage of what appears to be Jaron in 2015 faking a laser test after he took your flat earther donations. I didn't do that. I've never taken donations to do an experiment. And then also, I've never failed a flat earth experiment. So people can say I've never done a flat earth experiment that proved flat earth or whatever. But I also never failed one. And I damn sure didn't fail one on camera that was seen by tens of millions of people. So I can tell you exactly where the video is. It exists out there. It's on YouTube. I can tell you where it's at, and I can copy it and show it to you. Jaron in 2015 appears to fake a laser experiment. So he's going to have to explain himself all these years later. Just like he had to explain himself when his wife cheated on him. He had to explain himself when he asked to measure my penis. This man asked to measure my penis. He wanted my best friend Thomas to look at my penis and look at his penis and declare a winner. This is words that came out of his mouth. Anyone who comes over here and gets mad at me, I did not challenge Jaron to a penis contest. Jaron challenged me to a penis measuring contest, and I adamantly declined. I adamantly declined the penis measuring contest. Even though he offered to pay me $10,000 if I won, and he offered to leave YouTube. I don't trust Jaron because I think he is a scumbag weasel, and I know he would never give me $10,000, and I know he would never leave YouTube. So the reason why I don't partake in a penis measuring contest, A, I have morals and standards. B, I think it's disgusting and stupid. And C, I think Jaren is a weasel in that he would never give me $10,000 or leave YouTube, even if I showed up with a foot-long monster cock. Understand? So anyone who wonders why I didn't do the penis measuring contests, again, I have morals and standards. I think it's disgusting, and I know for a fact Jaren is so much of a weasel, he would never give me the money or leave YouTube, even if I whipped out a big old monster cock. Okay? 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 So Jaren, out of his own mouth, said he wants to measure my penis, and he wants my best friend Thomas to be the one who measures. That is the gayest thing that has ever happened that I can think of in my YouTube career. In my YouTube career, no man has ever asked to measure my penis, except for Jaren Campanella. Jaren Campanella is the only man who has ever asked to measure my penis. I have him on camera asking to measure my penis and have my best friend look and measure our penises and declare a winner. That's the gayest, weirdest thing that has ever happened to me, and it's disturbing. This man, he contacted my best friend Thomas just 2 days ago. So you guys know Thomas, my best friend. Jaren contacted Thomas through like Telegram or something, and tried to get him to turn against me. He tried to get my own best friend to turn against me. He even offered Kelsey. He offered my friend Thomas Kelsey, if you catch my drift. And then he went on to send my friend Thomas a picture of him touching himself. Jaren Campanella sent my friend Thomas a picture of him touching himself after he offered Kelsey to my friend Thomas to turn against me. This is not a story, this is truth. I can have Thomas tell you that this is truth. Thomas is mortified that he got a picture of Jaren touching himself. My best friend Thomas does not want anything to do with any of this. And he told me, Jake, I don't want any part of this. And I told him, I understand, Thomas. I don't really want any part of it either, but these men are trying to like destroy me and defame me. I'm not kidding. Jaren sent a picture of him touching himself to my friend Thomas. It's getting really weird. And so here's the thing. Jaren goes in front of his audience. I want to make this very clear. Jaren goes live to his audience and he tells them, Jake lives in a van. Jake is broke. Jake is lonely. Jake has no women. No women like Jake. Jake's a loser. And only person Jake has is his dog, Rusty. Jaren has a sizable audience. He bought most of his subs, but he still has a sizable audience who listen. And he tells them I live in a van, which is not true. I don't live in a van. I sold the van. So he tells them I live in a van, which is wrong. He tells them I'm broke, which is wrong. He tells them I don't have any women and that no women want me, which is wrong. And he tells me that I'm a loser and my dog is basically the only person I have. And all that's wrong. He's literally made up every single thing out of his mouth is wrong and a demonstrably provable lie. And so he tells his audience that. Meanwhile, I find a clip of him admitting that his wife cheated on him with his best friend. Jaren's wife cheated on him with his best friend. Jaren could have kept this to himself, but he went on YouTube and told everyone. Jaren could have kept this to himself, but in 2019, Jaren Campanella, Jarenism, went on YouTube, this platform we're talking on, and told everyone his wife cheated on him with his best friend. Now, he took back his wife and accepted her back again, which I would have never done. And now he's angry that I'm bringing up his wife cheating on him. He says his family is off limits and that I'm not allowed to go after his family. Here's the thing, if you make up lies about me and say I live in a van and I'm a loser and I'm broke and have no women, your whore wife is not off limits to my comedy. So if you have a wife who's a whore and she bangs your best friend, that means I get to make fun of you on YouTube because I'm a professional comedian. And roasting people on YouTube is allowed. So, Jaron, if you didn't want me to make fun of you, you shouldn't have told everyone that your wife cheated on you with your best friend and posted it for the world. Now, over on Trolls vs. Trolls channel, you can find that video, and you can find every video that every dumb flat earther ever did. There's a channel called Trolls vs. Trolls, and you can find clips of me and every well-known flat earther you've ever known doing the dumbest shit you've ever seen. So Trolls vs. Trolls is getting a shout out. And if you go to the Trolls vs. Trolls channel, you're going to find 3 years worth of material of every flat earther you ever knew and didn't know, and every stupid thing they've ever done. Do you realize what I just told you? Trolls vs. Trolls has every video of every flat earther doing anything stupid that ever happened on the flat earth. You might want to visit Trolls vs. Trolls channel. That's where I found the clip of Jaronism admitting that he got cheated on by his wife. His wife cheated on him with Jaron's best friend. Jaron likes to swing. He likes to be a cuckold. But he's upset when his wife has an affair without him there. So Jaron openly likes to swing and hand his wife over to other men, but he likes to be there in the room to watch and participate. It's called being a cuck. And so that's what he likes. His wife went and had an encounter with his best friend while he wasn't around. And he told his YouTube audience this story. So, since it was the words out of his mouth, I'm not making anything up that's not true. I'm just telling you what happened to him. And he gets mad as if he has any sort of ground to stand on after he lied and told his audience I'm a loser who lives in a van and has no money and has no women. So if you're going to say that I live in a van, have no money, and have no women, and I find out you have a whore for a wife who cheats on you, I just might mention it. Furthermore, I don't have a whore for a wife. I am a single celibate monk. Right now, I'm practicing celibacy, and I'm a monk. But at any point, if a really pretty young girl comes along, she might be able to change my mind. Do you see what I just did there? I'm a monk, and I'm practicing celibacy. But at any point, a really pretty young girl can come along and possibly get me to change my mind. That's why I'm the funniest comedian in the world. Look at all the laughing emojis. Proof I am the funniest man in the world. And did I mention? Ha 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 ha. Fuck you, shill bags. La 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 la. Fuck you in the air. So one more time. Globebusters is shut down until further notice. The Baby Truther show looks like it's shut down. It appears Kelsey doesn't want to come back and do the show anymore. It appears I have single-handedly dealt more damage to the Flat Earth cult than anyone alive. Meanwhile, some of you guys are overwatching Richie from Boston. The Chinese drones are gonna get you. Let me tell you, if you don't get right with God, starting tomorrow, the Chinese drones, they're gonna come knocking at your door, and you're gonna open your door, and the Chinese drones are gonna be there, and they're gonna shoot you with the mark of the beast. Like, subscribe, or don't. And then there's people over listening to High Impact Flicks Brian with his bag of powder. That's another guy I'm gonna go after soon. I'm gonna go after Brian soon. You know why? Because he's doing this bag of powder shit, right? He's doing this like Whenever I get the chance, I buy the 5 types of collagen. If you want to be buff like me, you need to have lab-created powder collagen. That's right, I'm Brian from High Impact Flicks. You can get 10% off this bag of powder down below. Order now. Whenever I get the chance, I like to buy powder. Brian, I'm getting pretty pissed off at you, Brian, because you're selling lab-made powder and telling people that it's healthy. Lab-made powder collagen is not a health food. If you eat raw meat, you'll get plenty of collagen. You don't have to buy Brian's powder in a bag to be healthy. Brian works out 5 to 6 days a week, which is why he looks like that. Powder in a bag is not how Brian got buff. Brian literally works out, I'm guaranteeing you, Brian works out 5 or 6 days a week, day in, day out. I'll guarantee you, Brian goes to the gym and pumps serious iron 5 to 6 days a week. Powder in a bag is not how Brian got to be buff. Brian tricks people into buying powder collagen in a bag and acts like somehow he got buff eating powder out of a bag. Brian is not a truther, and he doesn't really bring up any real truth. All he does is watch the mainstream news and then parrot the mainstream news. So Brian will basically be like, Joe Biden said something dumb today. Watch till the end of this video, and then you'll find out what Joe Biden said today. Would you like to buy some collagen in a bag? Buy some collagen in a bag, and then I'm going to talk about Joe Biden. Ugh. The guy has 500,000 subs, but can only get 10,000 views. He gets about 10 to 15,000 views, but he's got 500,000 subs. Beautiful long hair and rippling muscles, and he wants you to buy powder in a bag. He's like fucking Fabio. You guys remember Fabio? And he's like, I'm Brian, I'm Fabio. Here's my powder in a bag. And who does he go back and forth with? RV Truth, a shill, provable shill. And Richie from Boston, a shill. So basically, Brian is a shill too. He seems like a nice guy, but I'm gonna go kick over his channel. Do you guys know I'm gonna go kick Brian's channel over? And he's gonna be like, "Hi guys, I'm so nice. I'm Brian. I'm buff and I like collagen." That's what he's gonna do, and I'm gonna call him out to his face. And I'm going to mention why he didn't talk about any of this flat earth crime syndicate. I'm going to ask him why he's never, ever brought up anything that actually mattered and why all he does is want to sell bags of collagen and talk about Joe Biden and Donald Trump and shit. Do you guys know I've never sold you food? I don't sell food, and I'm never going to sell you food. You guys know what I sell. This is the type of shit I sell. And if you buy it, you can wear this like 500 times. This is the type of shit that I sell. Get it? I don't sell food, and I'm never going to sell food. I tell my audience to eat raw meat and drink raw eggs. I don't get any money off you if you go buy meat and eggs. I'm not making any money off you because I don't sell meat or eggs. I just eat meat and eggs. So I tell my audience, if you want to feel good and healthy, eat raw meat and drink raw eggs. That's what I tell my audience. Brian won't fucking say that. And that's why Brian, I think's a shill. Instead, he wants you to buy some goddamn powder in a bag. And then he'll even be like, every chance I get, I convert my fiat currency into powdered food. He says every chance he gets, he converts his worthless fiat into powdered food. That's a lie. No, he doesn't convert every single bit of his money every chance he gets. So Brian will lie to you. He'll openly lie and say, every chance I get, I convert my fiat notes into powdered food like grandma used to make. Here's some potato soup like grandma used to make. Num, 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 num. Every chance he gets. Like every chance. Like if he opens his wallet and he's like, oh, shit, here's like $4. I'm gonna buy powdered food. I'm gonna buy powdered food because I have this chance right now. Brian, every chance you get, every time. That's all he does is buy powdered food. And then turn around and sell it to you. Every chance he gets, he buys powdered food and then he sells it to you. I don't sell powdered food to you. I sell a shirt or two, but I don't sell powdered food to you. You know why? Because powdered food isn't healthy. Powdered food is bullshit. I don't eat powdered food, and I would never recommend that you eat powdered food. Anyone who sells powdered food is a fucking loser, and a liar, and a scammer. Powdered food. I buy the 5 types of collagen. There's 5 types that's lab made and put in a bag. If you eat raw meat and drink a raw egg, you won't need his bag of collagen. Trust me, you won't. I've never had Brian's bag of collagen. The only reason Brian's buff is because he goes to the gym 6 days a week. If you go to the gym 6 days a week, you can look like Brian. If I start going to the gym 6 days a week, I won't just look like Brian, I'll look better than Brian because I'm younger than Brian and I eat better than Brian. So if I go to the gym 6 days a week, within 1 year, I will actually look better than him. I just get lazy busting shills and I don't like to go to the gym. That's why I'm not buff. So the only reason Brian looks buff, and he is buff, is because he goes to the gym 6 days a week. I promise you he does. You can't eat a bag of collagen and be buff. You have to go to the gym and lift basically every day. Because if you don't, your muscles will shrink back down. I know. I used to have bigger muscles and then they shrink when I just stopped working out. So there you go. Brian High Impact Flicks is literally in the same bed with all these losers. So almost every channel is proving to be a shill, and I proved 100% that I'm real. All you have to do is go watch my expose videos where I expose myself. I don't expose myself, but I expose myself. And all you have to do is go watch them. I showed you guys pictures of me and my family. I showed you my dad. I showed you me boxing as a kid. I have shown you more real things about me than any of the shills can show. The shills can't open up their family photo albums and show you who they are live. I did. Eric Dubé will never go live and whip out his family photo albums and share with you who he is because he's a dress-wearing Illuminati shill. Get it? Eric Dubé can't go live and have this conversation with you because he's a dress-wearing, vegan-promoting Illuminati shill. Eric Dubé, you can't go live because you are a puppet who is handled. Eric Dubé is a puppet who is handled. He's not allowed to go live on his own channel. He can only read a script that is handed to him. Eric Dubé reads a script that's handed to him, and he's not allowed to go live. I can go live and say whatever I want because I'm real. They can't go live and say whatever they want because they're shills. If you follow the AE pizza pie map, if you follow the AE pizza pie circle map, and this is the top from some salsa. So if you follow the pizza pie map, still, you're in the cult. If you think that this is the shape of the earth, you're in the cult. If after everything I've told you, you still think you live on this, you're in the cult. Here's the deal. All the shills use this map. All of them. If you use this map, you're in the cult. It's wrong. It's provably, demonstrably impossible. If you use this map, you are in the cult that I speak of, the one I'm right now destroying. So if you whip out this map and tell people that you can circumnavigate going like this, you're in the cult and you're creating disinformation. Don't tell anybody that this is the shape of the world, because it's not. If you tell people this is the shape of the world, you're in a cult and you're lying and deceiving people, whether you know it or not. Understand, rubber band? If you want to tell people that the earth might be flat, tell them that the earth might be flat. If you tell people that this is the earth, you are a disinformation agent, knowingly or unknowingly. If you show your friends or family this AE map, you are in a cult and you're trying to recruit people into your cult. If you show anybody the AE map, you're trying to recruit them in a cult, whether you know it or not. The globe is a lie, and so is the AE map. Jake, what map is right? I don't know. I don't need to know that to know that the circle one is wrong. This is wrong. So when someone says, well, what map is right? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out, but it's hard. So if you're waiting for me to spoon feed you all the information in the world, maybe you should become a better researcher. Because there's a lot of people who say, Jake, can you explain how the AE map is wrong? Can you show us the right map? Can you explain why these people are shills? I did that already. It's on the channel. Go look at it. And for those of you who do follow along, thank you. Right now, I think I have like 40 to 50% of people who actually know what's going on and are following along. And then there's like half my audience who doesn't know what's even happening. And they're confused. And they're like, why are you talking about Jaren so much? Why are you talking about shills? Why don't you just talk about NASA? Jake, why are you going after people in the community? There is no community. It's a cult. I'm bringing the cult to its knees. There is no community in the truth. I'm the truth, and your community is full of fraudsters and imposters who want to kill me. I am the truth. The community doesn't exist. When I go sing at nursing homes, I'm a man singing in my real community. When I go to an open mic and perform, I'm performing for the real community. This internet shit show that you see is not a community. It's a cult. And the people who run the cult call it community. So if you listen to Bob from Globebusters or Jaren or David Weiss, they say community, and this community is cracking, and there's people being crazy in this community. Community, 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 community. They're casting a spell on you. Community, 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 community. Jake's going against the community. Jake's hurting the community. The community, the community, the community. Here's what you should replace it with: the cult, the cult, the cult, the cult. Jake's in the cult. Jake's making the cult dwindle. Jake's taking away members of the cult. Jake's causing the cult's funding and the cult's scams to be exposed. The cult, the cult, the cult, the cult, the cult, the cult, the cult. Just replace anytime you hear Bob or Jaren or David Weiss or any of them, whenever they say community, replace it with cult, and then see how the sentence sounds. Jake's trying to hurt the community. Jake's trying to hurt the cult. This community is crumbling. This cult is crumbling. We don't need people like him in the community. We don't need people like him in the cult. Now, I can show you proof. In 2016, Jaren took my bass playing video called No Satellites in Space and stuck it on his channel. Jaren in 2016, just as I came out as Flat Earth Asshole, put my bass guitar video, No Satellites in Space, on his channel and on Globebusters, meaning he gave me a promotion. And I got a bunch of subs who came over and said, I heard about you from Globebusters. Jaren just gave you a shout out. So guess what? I have a picture to show you guys that this is a real story. Jaren doesn't realize that the internet is forever. Uh-oh, Jerry. Jerry, how you going to explain this, bro? That's 2016. It's blank because he took down the video. 2016, right here on Facebook, on Facebook, I said, today I wake up to find I made another guest appearance in a video. This time Jaren Campanella is to thank. Great video, Jarenism. I'm down to team up on a video in the future. In 2016, Jaren found Flat Earth Asshole. Jaren said Flat Earth Asshole is his favorite flat earther, and he promoted me to his audience. There it is. And do you see that the video is blank now? It's blank because he took it down. See how it's blank? See? So he played my video on his channel and told his audience I'm his favorite flat earther. He played my song in its entirety. There are no satellites in space, and NASA never went to the moon. There are no astronauts in space, but so you'd assume. There are no satellites in space, and NASA never went to the moon. There is no space station in space. NASA never went to the moon. Jaren played that song on his channel and on Globebusters, causing me to get a bunch of new subs. Now he tells his subs that I suck at music. He used to love me in 2016, and he told his audience I'm his favorite flat earther. Quote, Flat Earth Asshole is my favorite flat earther. Everyone go sub to Flat Earth Asshole. And then there I am on Facebook saying I just woke up and found out that Jaren is talking about me in his video. Ta-da! So now when he says he doesn't like my music and that I suck at playing bass, ask him why he loved me back in 2016 and put my music on his channel. Oh, if I was lying, I wouldn't be able to prove all this to you. Duh. I can't possibly be lying because I'm proving everything I'm talking about. So again, if you keep using this map, you're in the cult that I'm burying. If you have this as a profile pic, get rid of it. If you have the AE map or the UN logo as your profile pic, get rid of it. If you wear a shirt with this, throw it in the garbage. Do not tell anyone that you follow this map, or else you are saying out loud that you're an idiot. If you tell anyone that this is the shape of the world and that you live behind an ice wall in this, you're an idiot, you're provably an idiot, and you're not on my side. So if you promote this, you're promoting a symbol of a sadistic cult that wants to kill me. If I see any of you in my chat with this logo, I'm going to ban you for life. Understand? People showing up with this and saying they're on my side, I don't believe you. Do not show up with this and say we live in an ice wall and that the earth is a circle. Otherwise, I will ban you. It's the symbol of deception. It's the symbol of a bloodthirsty, multi-level scamming cult who wants me dead. Do not come over here and slap me in the face with this symbol, or I will ban you. So again, this thing goes really deep. Any of you guys come over and tell me, have you seen the EWAR channel? EWAR is Bob from Globebusters. Vibe of Cosmo, I'm pretty sure, is Bob from Globebusters. All these channels who don't have a name or a face, who have a flat earth mapper model, such as a moon crater, it's probably Bob from Globebusters, trying to get you to fall for this again. If you think you live in a moon crater, what you're saying is you think that you live on a circle map. Circle maps are impossible because you have to have a circular sun, and that doesn't happen. So you can prove it doesn't happen. And so any circle map, whether you're in a moon crater or tucked away behind an ice wall, every circle map fails. It fails miserably. The sunrise and sunset doesn't match. The daylight hours don't match. And the compass directions don't work. They don't. So if you think you live in a fucking moon crater, you got duped by Bob from Globebusters without knowing it. And I'm telling you. Now they can backpedal and say that no, they don't do that. Here's the deal. Vibe of Cosmo says you live on a moon map. But this man doesn't have a name or a face. So if you come over to me and say, Jake, what do you think about Vibe of Cosmo and his moon map? I'm going to say, get lost, you idiot. That's what I'm going to call you an idiot if you mention a moon map. You know why? Because who is that person? What's their name? Where's their face? You think you can make up shit about there being a map on the moon and not show your fucking identity? You have no credibility if you say we live on a crater in the moon and you're too afraid to show your face. Any man who's too afraid to show his face and says you live on a crater in the moon is an idiot. And if you follow a man with no face who says you live on a crater in the moon, you're an idiot. So if you ever show up to my channel and talk about people like Bob from Globebusters pretending to be Vibe of Cosmo, I'm gonna kick you the fuck off my channel because I done told you, you don't live in a moon crater. I'm really smart. We don't live on a circle. It's impossible. Okay? So that means circle with a dome? Also impossible. Many circle ponds in an infinite world? Also not possible. Once you figure out circle doesn't work, that means you have to throw it out and you have to look at rectangles and diamonds and other shapes. And you have to think maybe you live in a computer simulation and there is no shape. You have to consider you maybe live in a concave world. You don't know. I'm telling you though, one thing I do know is that this shape fails. That's why they rolled it out and gave it to you. They rolled it out and gave it to you. They rolled it out and gave it to you. They rolled it out and gave you this map. Look how easy it is. Watch how easy the flat earth works. See? Bible. Jesus. Would you like to be in our cult? Would you like to come to the Flat Earth Conference so I can explain how this works to you? It's $200 a person. Hi, welcome to the Flat Earth Cult Conference. Thank you for coming. Thank you for buying a $200 ticket. Here's how the Flat Earth works. Jesus, Bible. Thank you for coming. See you next year. Right? You're right. And then Robbie Davidson, he was making bank at first, ripping off flat earthers. But then once people stopped showing up to the conference, oh, he gave it up. Now he doesn't want to do it anymore. So Robbie Davidson was more than willing to help scam and swindle people when there was lots of money. But once the money dried up, he went away. You also have a transformer witch, Patricia Steer, who's back in full force. And you know where she's at? My comment section. Patricia Steer showed up to my last 3 videos in the comment section and is talking a bunch of mad shit. Do you know there is a transformed human being, in my opinion, a male to female transformer who practices a vegan diet and drinks her piss? There's what I believe to be a male to female transformer named Patricia Steer who drinks her fucking piss and practices a vegan diet, and she's been showing up to my comment section and running her mouth. She even went out as far as to say, "Rest in peace, Jake." Patricia Steer, Patrick, you do not want to mess with this individual. Understand, Patrick? You don't have any credibility, and nobody listens to you. I am the most powerful and amazing comedian in the world. And a person like you wishes for a day you could be with somebody like me. And somebody like me would never touch someone like you in a million years. Because you are a man pretending to be a woman, which is disgusting to me. And also, your diet is disgusting to me. And also, the fact you drink your own piss is disgusting to me. So, Patricia, Patrick Steer, you ugly, stupid witch of a human being, stay the fuck out of my comments section. Understand that? Otherwise, I might treat you like a man. Understand, Patrick? If you mess with me, you'll be treated like a man. I don't treat transformers like women. I treat them like a man. Understand, rubber band? Yes, I am not kidding. They wheeled Patricia Steer out of her bed to come to my comments section and attack me. Do you guys know Patricia Steer is well off? She doesn't have a job. She doesn't do anything for the community. She doesn't do a goddamn thing. And they got this transformer thing to show up to my comments section and threaten me. Right now, I'm a man on a mission and I'm hell bent. Patrick, you're going to get bulldozed if you come over here to my comments section. Understand that, Patrick? You're messing with the wrong guy. You don't scare me. Your stupid, ugly boyfriend. Yeah. You think him dying scares me? You think because Antonio Subaret's that piece of shit scumbag, you think just because he's dead that that's supposed to scare me? Patty Steer tells people that because Antonio Subaret's makes fun of her and called her a man, that's why he suffered and died. Patty Steer openly tells people that Antonio Subaret's suffered and died because he called her a man. Patricia Steer, I'm calling you a man, and I'm telling you, I'm going to live and be immortal forever. I can't be killed. I am infinite and will live forever. I have smoked dimethyltryptamine and I have left this world, and I know what happens to me when I die. I've been to the afterworld, I've been to the afterlife, and I was returned here in this flesh bag suit with more talents than any human being alive. And Patricia Steer, when I leave this place, everything leaves with me. Understand? When this man leaves, all of it goes with me. You're a figment of my imagination, a little fucking puppet bitch in my head who I am desecrating in front of my audience right now. So listen here, you transformer from hell. I am God, and I will punish you in the afterlife. I'll see you there, Patrick. So these men don't realize how bad I am, but they're starting to realize how bad and how smart I am. I am the funniest, smartest human being in the world right now, and I know it. And because I know it, and because I say it, it scares people. They're like, "You really think that?" No, I know that. I know I am the funniest human being alive. No human can do what I do. No human can turn into me. And at this point, nobody can even imitate me. Any man who tries to imitate me is going to fail. And no woman can possibly imitate me because they don't have the ability. So you would have to be a comedic genius as talented as me to even attempt to do an impression of me. When Dubé tried to do an impression of me, he crashed and burned. Meanwhile, I can do this. The flat earth is the most wonderful truth you've ever known. We live on a Masonic UN map with 33 Masonic sections. I'm going to wear a dress and pretend to be Patricia Steer. Do you see that? How if I want to be Eric Dubé, I can be Eric Dubé. If I want to be Matt Boylan, I can be Matt Boylan. If I want to be Jaron, I can be Jaron. If I want to be Alex Stein, Primetime 99, I can be that. I am the most talented comedian who ever lived or will ever live. When I go, that's the end of comedy. Understand? George Carlin passed the torch to me. I have the ability in my face to do things that Jim Carrey can do. Remember Jim Carrey in his prime? Somebody stop me! Smoking! Lou, sir. Do you understand I am Jim Carrey in his prime? Do you understand I am George Carlin? Do you understand I am Mitch Hedberg? Do you understand I am Tom Green? Do you understand I'm Robert De Niro? Do you understand I am Christian Slater? Do you understand I am Robin Williams? Do you understand I'm Dana Carvey? I am so motherfucking talented and I know it, making me the scariest, most badass, dangerous, and amazing human being who will ever live. Oh, and I also know how to sing and play bass guitar. All those men I just mentioned, like Jim Carrey and Robin Williams and all those comedic legends, none of them can play bass guitar. None of them. Not like me. None of those men are professional singers. So when I say George Carlin is a great comedian, you're going to agree. When I say George Carlin can't sing nearly as good as me, well, that means I am more talented. I'm more talented than anyone who ever lived, and I tell the truth on YouTube for a living. If you don't like my narcissism, you can shove it up your asshole because I'm the only human being capable of doing what I'm doing. And so I'm proud of what I do, and I talk about what I do, and I market myself as the funniest, most awesome person in the world. You can't be humble and market yourself as the funniest, most awesome person in the world because you won't fucking make any money. So I am going to market myself as the most awesome and funny and talented person in the world because I believe it to be true, and many of my audience members believe it. Anyone who doesn't like that is still going to be drawn to me to see what I'm going to do and what I'm going to say next, which is why people who hate me sub to my channel because they want to see what I'm going to do and say next. So when they see me tell people I'm the funniest person in the world, they run over to their friends and say, "Jake thinks he's the funniest person ever. He's so crazy. He thinks he's the funniest person ever. He's so dumb," which makes them talk about me to their friends. So when Jaron or Kelsey or any of these people says, "Jake thinks he's the funniest person in the world," what they're telling people is, go watch this guy. They're saying, go watch this guy. And when they show up here, they're going to find out I'm pretty goddamn funny. I tell the truth too. I'm a once in a lifetime talent and comedian that you'll never see again. There'll never be another guy like this. Ever. This is a once in a lifetime thing that's going to happen. Furthermore, when I become a millionaire in 2022, very shortly, I'm going to become a millionaire because I'm going to sell so many books that I'm going to be permanently funded forever. And I won't be here in this office. I might just be out on a luxury boat. I will be doing very well very soon because I'm going to write a book that details everything I know and all the people I've worked with and all the flat earth poontang, all of it. It's going to be the most juicy book anyone has ever wrote. And all those flat earth juicy details, not only are you guys going to want one, but people who believe in a globe are going to want to hear it too. And I might end up doing TV interviews because of it. I might actually become famous without having to sign a Hollywood contract. I'll never sell my soul, but as an independent, self-funded comedian, I'll be able to do whatever I want, and nobody will stop me. Your favorite comedians, such as maybe Dave Chappelle, those are controlled men who read scripts. Eric Dubay, he's a controlled man who reads a script. Jaron and the Baby Truther Show, these are shills who are controlled and handled. I'm not controlled. I am uncontrolled. I'm not handled. Nobody here tells me what to do or say. I say whatever the fuck I want all damn day. So, that pretty much makes me the most dangerous badass gangster in the world. If you guys are having fun and you like anything that I've told you, hit the thumbs up. All right, anyone who showed up late, Jaron has created imposter accounts of me. He has an account called Jake the Crackhead Loser. He has an account called Solo Bass Jake Gibson. He's attempting to impersonate me and use my content and impersonate me on YouTube. Don't fall for this. I'm reporting these accounts because impersonating on YouTube and stealing someone's content and trying to defame them is not allowed. And so when I get to the bottom of it, and I'm already talking to YouTube, I might be able to get Jaron's account taken down because he's using sock accounts to try to defame me. This is 100% truth. Jaron is using sock accounts to try and defame me. He's taking my content and he's splicing it up, and he's saying things that like I abuse people and that I hurt the homeless and that I mace old people in the face. He's taking old stories and old clips of me that are out of context, and he's trying to make it look like that I'm some sort of a bad guy, and he's putting this footage on imposter channels that are pretending to be me. This is not allowed by YouTube, and so I have reported these channels, and I'm even going to have you guys start reporting these channels if they don't start coming down soon. I'm going to get you guys involved, and we're going to make thousands of reports against these fake channels. Understand? Jaron right now is trying to take me out, and so he's using sock accounts to try and defame me. They called the cops on me and had had the cops show up to one of my family members' houses. So they filed a false report and had the cops show up to one of my family members' house, and they were asking for me. That's kind of a big deal. I've been talking on YouTube for a long time, and no one's ever done that. No one's ever pulled that shit. Ronnie and Jason from Awake Souls created fake Craigslist accounts with my name so that I got harassed on Craigslist, people asking for a BMW that I don't own and a PlayStation 5 that I don't own. So right now you have Bob from Globebusters saying that he's a federal agent and that he's going to have federal authorities come after me, and that he's going to call his buddies in the FBI to come after me. So Bob admits he's a federal agent and that he's going to have FBI agents come after me. So anyone who's ever followed Globebusters, Bob admitted he's an agent and that he's going to have FBI people come after me. So there's your truther right there. What does that tell you? And Jaron has threatened to call the police on me, even though I've never threatened him. I've never threatened Jaren. I told Jaren, we're not going to meet. We're not going to fight. Me and you are never going to meet, never going to fight. I'm never going to lay a finger on you. But I am going to make fun of you on YouTube. So I told Jaren, I'm going to make fun of him on YouTube. And he keeps on trying to insinuate that I'm threatening him. And I never have. I've never threatened him. I'm a professional comedian who makes fun of him, but I've never threatened him. I made a song or I comedically make fun of him in a song, but it's a song and I'm not actually going to ever hurt anyone. I'm never going to hurt anyone because I'm an innocent man and I don't want to hurt anyone. I'm never ever going to lay a finger on anyone. I'm just here to make fun of people on YouTube because I'm a comedian. And so Jaren doesn't like the fact that I'm making fun of him and that he's losing subscribers and losing Patreons and losing money. And David Weiss doesn't like the fact that I'm making people disappear from his app. People are getting rid of his app. So David Weiss is losing money. Globebusters is no longer going to run their show, apparently. So that operation is shut down. And Kelsey Kerwin doesn't want to do the Baby Truther show anymore because apparently I'm making her have a nervous breakdown. All I did was show you that Kelsey Kerwin pretends to jack off and dresses like a man and strangles her child on a leash. That's all I showed you. She posted on YouTube that she strangles her child with a leash and dresses like a man and pretends to jerk off and that she is an MTV actress. All I did was just show you that that's who she is. So Jaren's going to tell you that I'm making Kelsey have a nervous breakdown because I showed you proof of who she is. So Kelsey's no longer going to do the Baby Truther show because I showed proof of who she is. And they're going to blame me like I'm a bad guy. Jake made Kelsey have a nervous breakdown. Kelsey posted footage of herself dressed like a man pretending to jerk off. Kelsey posted footage of her with her child on a leash while her child is choking. I would never post that kind of shit on my channel. I post a lot of goofy shit on my channel, but I don't have any videos of me choking a child on a leash. I don't have any videos of me dressing like a woman and pretending to finger myself. So why would she dress like a man and pretend to jerk off? It seems she could have put those videos to private or just not uploaded them and kept them for her own viewing pleasure, but she uploaded all these weird videos, and then when I showed you guys that that's who she is, they're acting like I'm harassing Kelsey. No, I'm not harassing Kelsey. Kelsey posted on her channel that she went on MTV, which I find weird, that she strangles her daughter with a leash, and that she likes to dress like a man and pretend to jerk off. All I did was go over to her channel and download the videos and edit them together and show you that that's who she is. So if I caused her to have a mental breakdown because she posts a bunch of weird cringe on YouTube, I'm sorry. That's not my problem. But I'm glad to hear that she won't be back on the show, and I'll leave her alone. Hi, Kelsey. Oh man, I've seen so many people get sniped out of this chat. I can tell that the trolls are out for blood tonight, but they can't do anything about it. All they can do is show up in the chat and try to say something stupid. You can't stop the words coming out of my mouth. I already said them. Huh? People who show up in chat to try to make a troll comment, you're not phasing me. Nothing you say will matter. If you get past my mods for 1 second, they're just going to spot you and bounce you. So if you show up here and say, Jake has a small dick and he's a midget, nobody cares. Nobody's going to stop listening to me because of anything you say in my chat. So if you're a troll and you want to say something negative, you're a loser. I own you, loser. You're here listening to me, loser. If you're a troll here listening to me, ha 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 ha. I own you. You're a loser watching me, and I own you. Ha 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 ha. Now, if you're a friend or a fan of mine, you should probably think this is funny. But if you hate me and you're here watching me, ha 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 ha. I own you. You're a little puppet fucking my imagination, and I'm butt fucking you in front of everyone right now. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. And lick my freaking ball sack. Understand, rubber band? So, all you trolls who think you're going to infiltrate my chat and call me a dirty name, I don't care. You can't get me down. I'm winning. So, if Bob from Globebusters uses a sock account to get in here and be like, Jake has a little dick, you're not going to stop me. That doesn't faze me or harm me at all. My mods will get rid of you. And then you'll have to go get in another sock account and try again, loser. Do you know if you're sitting there stewing and going from sock account to try and insult me? I own you. I own your presence because of you being here right now listening to me. So if what I'm saying right now triggers you and you're trying to get in my chat and make fun of me, that means you're spending your time listening to a man who triggers you and you're so butthurt that you have to have a sock account to try to get in here to make fun of me. Guess what? That makes you a loser. That makes you provably a loser. If you hate me and you don't like me, but you're here watching me and you're trying to get in my chat, that means you're a fucking loser. Ha 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 ha. Loser. Loser. Ha 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 ha. Fuck you, loser, bitch. So, again, loser, if you don't like me and you're trying to get in my chat and talk shit, you're proving that you're a loser because you don't have any hobbies better than this. If you had a hobby like going to the gym or going out on a jog or whatever, watching Netflix, then you wouldn't be here trying to troll me. Why are my mods continuously erasing messages over there? Why are my mods sniping people constantly? It must mean there's lots of losers who want to get in here. Oh, losers. You want to come in here into my chat and call me a bad name? Well, come on. Come on. Come on in my chat and call me a bad name. And my mods will bounce you. And I'm not even looking at it, so I won't even read what you're saying. Right now, I'm looking dead into the camera lens and I'm not reading anything. So if you show up and say, Jake, blah, 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 I won't even read it or see it. And my mods will bounce you. And so then you're going to sit and wait for a minute like a loser until you get to try again. And then they're going to bounce you again. And then you're going to sit and wait like a loser again. Do you understand? If you're sitting here hating me, wanting in my chat so that you can talk shit, you're a provable loser. Ha 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 ha. Loser. Loser. Ha 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 ha. Shove it up, asshole, bitch. Just wanted to explain that to anybody who wants to try and get in here. Oh, look, there's one of the fake accounts right there. The Jake Gibson got P-do vibes. Hey, Jaron, I'm going to report that account. I already did. And they're probably going to take it down soon. I'm going to spend all day tomorrow taking down those accounts or attempting to take down those accounts. And if they track those accounts back to you or any of your associates, well, you might lose your channel. Shouldn't be impersonating people online. It's a bad move. Loser, Jaron. Jaron, if you don't stop messing with me, I might fuck your wife. Jaron, leave me alone, or I might just show your wife what an alpha really looks like. Beta need, alpha seed. Understand? You'll be taking care of my kid. Understand, Jaron? Understand, rubber band? Take down your little channels of me. You want to keep doing the Jaron channel? Do it. But if you keep making imposter channels of me, I'm going to fuck your wife. And we won't tell you. We'll keep it a secret. And I'll fill her with zinc. And then I'll make you raise my kid. Understand that? Jerry? That one's going to end up on someone else's channel, isn't it? And again, this is all a comedy routine. This is all a comedy routine. I'm never going to fuck Jaren's wife. This is a comedy routine. Let me just be serious. I'm never going to fuck Jaren's wife. You know why? Because she's a whore, and I wouldn't want to. I would probably get an STD. I don't want STDs, so I'm not going to fuck Jaren's wife. Okay, Jaren? So don't worry. I'm not going to fuck your wife. I have morals and standards, and I don't mess with post-thought, post-wall whore bags whose husbands are cucks. No, that's not my type. So you don't have to worry. I'm not coming after your wife or your family. I'm never going to touch you or your wife or your family. Why don't you leave me alone, psycho? Why are you sending my friend a crotch pic, psycho? Why do you want to measure my dick, psycho? Jaren, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't like you. I don't want to have sex with you. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't care. I don't care about you. I don't care. Leave me alone. Go away. Get lost. Go take care of your family. Go be a father. Quit being an absent father and go take care of your family. I don't want to have sex with your nasty wife, okay? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. If you keep making impersonation channels of me, you keep impersonating me, that's not allowed on YouTube, and I'll see to it that they get taken down. I generate lots of views for YouTube. I generate lots of money for YouTube. YouTube likes me. YouTube keeps me around because people make money off me. I have generated millions of views. So if you file false reports against me, I'm going to have them countered. So remember, this channel has had many false reports, and this channel still exists. No one's ever taken this channel down. And you know why? It's because I generate a lot of money for YouTube, and YouTube likes me. Do you know if somebody makes fun of me, they have the ability to make thousands of dollars? People have made fun of me because I think the earth is flat, maybe. And that's why people make lots of money making fun of me. And I make lots of money being me. And so because I make money on YouTube and YouTube makes money on me, YouTube likes that I'm around. YouTube likes Jake the asshole. They shadow ban me, but they keep me around because they make money on me. Every time someone buys a super chat, they take a little bit. So, yeah, Jaren, I'm a professional comedian. I'm roasting you, and you were my friend, and you backstabbed me. So you have it coming. If anyone wonders why I'm doing this to Jaren, he was my friend, and he backstabbed me. I told him that this circle map doesn't work, and he backstabbed me and told all his audience that I'm going back to the globe and that I'm too stupid to know how it works. Jaren told his audience that I'm too stupid to know how the AE map works and that I'm going back to the globe. And since he told his audience that, I lost a bunch of subs and had a bunch of people turn on me. So, 4 years later, I'm getting my revenge. Sweet, sweet revenge. It took 4 years to set this moment up. And I had those 2 years while I was singing for the elderly to make me look real good. Everything worked out just perfect. I have 2 years worth of singing for the elderly and 10 years worth of performing in bars and clubs. So I have a shit ton of footage to show you. And I can prove that I'm real in every sense of the word. I can prove to you I'm real, not a shill. And I can also prove these men who are against me are shills and are scammers. We got a donation coming in. It says, good job exposing these shills, Jake. Oh, you're welcome. And there's still people who don't get it. Like, I'm not calling someone a shill. I have proved that they're shills, and they're running from me and taking down their content and deciding they don't want to do this anymore all of a sudden. So until further notice, Globebusters apparently isn't going to be doing their show. Until further notice, I guess Kelsey's not coming back to Baby Truther show, and they're going to shut it down. So looks like this one guy is making a big difference in the world. And if any of you ever doubted me, I told you. I told you. Told you. I told you. Remember when I told you? I told you. Truth is Freedom says, I do not know any of these people. Okay, so that guy hasn't been following along. If you don't know who Jeranism is, or anybody in the flat earth scene, then you're going to be lost and confused. So just stick around for me playing bass videos. I'll post some bass videos so that you don't have to know any of these people who I'm talking about. So I'm going to be posting music and bass videos that don't have anything to do with any flat Earth stuff, so that if you want a palate cleanser and you don't want any of the negativity to affect you, you can watch me sing for the elderly or sing with my rock band, and you can enjoy some positive music. So I'm going to be posting regular music that doesn't have anything to do with any of this. And in between, if they keep running their mouth and messing with me, I'm going to show you guys some more stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure Jaron failed this laser test and had to fake a laser test, and that he faked this laser test and ripped people off and took a bunch of donations. So I'm pretty sure when I show you guys that, he's going to have to fire up a live stream and explain himself. And you guys remember FE Core that took in hundreds of thousands of dollars, never proved a goddamn thing? Guess what? FE Core took in hundreds of thousands of dollars. The money's gone, and all the people involved walked away. So if you ever donated to FE Core, just know they took your money, didn't do jack shit with it, kept it, and then they walked away. And also, in case you missed it, they have their tentacles in other channels like EWAR. EWAR is Bob from Globebusters, apparently, and Vibe of Cosmo is Bob from Globebusters, apparently. And that God Lamastovy guy that says we live in a moon crater and Hitler is God and he's going to teach you how to get out. That's a shill too. It's bullshit. Bullshit to make you go down a never-ending rabbit hole to hell. Aaron's saying that EWAR stole FPV Angel's work. Yeah, apparently FPV Angel is doing some of the best work with the Mercator map, and people just keep hijacking it and trying to pass it off as their own. So I'm going to be going on the FPV Angel show soon, once I finish up with this crap that I'm doing, going against these shills. I'm going to go over there to FPV Angel channel and have a look at their map and model. It's a Mercator style map, and their sun goes in and out of portals basically, and it's very interesting. It's highly interesting, and they sequence it up with timeanddate.com so that the sunrise and sunset angles are matching, and the daylight angles are matching. And so the way they explain it is it's heavy and it's awesome, and there are channels that are stealing that information and repackaging it. And so this guy reached out to me, and we should be teaming up soon. I just need to handle this business where people are coming after my channel and trying to smear me. So right now you have evil fat fuck Bob from Globebusters saying he's a federal agent and that he's going to use his ties to federal authorities to come after me. So if anyone here is thinking Bob might be a real guy, he said he's a federal agent and is going to use his powers to contact people that he knows, old friends of his, and that they're going to try to come after me. And so that pretty much tells you right there, he's not a regular legit dude, flat earther who's against the government. If you're against the government and you're a true conspiracy theorist, you're not going to be a FBI agent calling the cops and calling other FBI agents. That's just not something you would do if you were a legit truther. So I have single-handedly dealt a vicious blow to this flat earth cult, and that's what it is, a flat earth cult. The earth may indeed be flat, but if you follow this map and model, or any of the people who push this map or model, you are in the cult. If that bothers you, I don't care. But Jake, no, you don't understand. Yes, I do understand. You're a cult. If you follow this map or use this map or follow anyone who uses this map, you are in a cult. Yeah, Jake, but Dubé talks about the Jews. Yeah, so what? And he wears a dress and eats a vegan diet. Yeah, but he talks about the Jews. So what? He wears a dress and practices the NWO diet and uses the wrong map. Do Jews run Hollywood? Yes. Are there evil Jews running the world? Sure. Did the man with the mustache kill 6 million of them? No. So let's not pretend that I'm sticking up for the Jews. Understand, rubber band? Because that's always what someone wants to say. Jake, I know Eric Dubé likes to wear dresses. I know he uses the broken AE map, but he exposes the Jews. Big deal. Every shill has to tell some truth. I just told you that too. The Jews run Hollywood, and they make the man with the mustache out to be the worst guy ever. The man with the mustache isn't a hero, and he's not the worst guy ever. That's my opinion. I don't think the man with the mustache is the worst man ever. I don't think he's a hero either. Get it? I don't think he killed 6 million Jays. I think it's impossible to gas and incinerate 6 million people or anything. To gas and kill 6 million people is impossible, in my opinion. So, before anyone attempts to pull the J card on Jake, just remember what I just told you. And also remember, I grew up as an atheist in Modesto, California, so you can't ever say that I practiced any sort of religion or that you know anything about me other than what I just told you. I was an atheist my whole life until I found out that the earth might be flat. So, the classic Jake's a Jew, I was an atheist my whole life, and I never went to church at all. My parents didn't go to church either. My dad doesn't believe in God, still doesn't believe in God. So the old classic, Jake's a Jew. Nope, not. And I can prove it. So any shill who attempts to make up a story about me, I can prove who I am and where I come from, and I can burn their channel down. There are channels that'll tell you Jake's a satanic Mason. I've never been to a Masonic lodge. I'm not a Mason. And if you try and point at any stupid thing and call me a Mason, I can prove I'm not, and you'll look like an idiot. For instance, somebody was like, Jake, you wore the number 33 when you played high school football? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, so you're a Mason? I was a ninth grader at Denier High School, which is a public high school, and I played running back. I didn't know what a Mason was when I was in high school. I was a sheep and asleep and thought men walked on the moon and that space travel was real. And I played football. I played running back and defensive back. I was assigned number 33. I was. And so anyone who comes along and says you're a Mason because you wore the number 33, guess what I get to do? I get to go, you're a retard. I played high school football, and I can show you where I played high school football. You can look it up, and you won't be able to make any Masonic connections. And so you're going to have to assume a high school child was a Mason? Do you know if you go to a football field right now and watch a high school game, somebody is wearing the number 33? That child is not a Mason. Do you know if you go to a Pee Wee football game, one of the children is going to be number 33? Are you going to assume a 10-year-old child playing Pee Wee football is a Mason? If you do, you're going to look like an idiot. So if anyone calls me a Mason because I played football and wore the number 33, I'm going to prove to you where I played football and when I played football, and I'll show you videos of me playing football, and then you're going to have to explain that I'm a high school Mason who plays football. And you're going to look stupid. So if RV Truth or any of these losers try and say Jake's a Mason or Jake's a shill because he wore the number 33 on his jersey when he was in ninth grade and 10th grade, I'm going to make them look real stupid because I'm not a Mason and I played high school football and the number was given to me. So, right now you have a bunch of people who call themselves truthers and they'll point at something and go, shill. Guess what? I can prove I'm not a shill, and I have proved I'm not a shill. That's why there's videos of me singing for the elderly. That's why there's videos of me singing in bars and clubs for lots of people. That's why you can find people who I went to high school with and talk to them about me. You can find people I've stood on stage and played music with and talk to them about me. You can verify my story down to a T. You can't do that with Eric Dubé. You can't do that with Patrick Steer. You can't do that with Mark Sargent. You can't do that with Jeranism. You can't go back and verify every little thing down to a T, but you can with me. Down to a T. Everything I've ever told you, easily verifiable and provable. So if anyone thinks for a smidge of a second that this man is acting or faking or a shill, I am a dude who comes from Modesto, who watched YouTube videos, decided to become a YouTuber, and right now I'm a professional YouTuber who tells the story of being in a flat earth cult and escaping a flat earth cult. And in doing so, I have discovered that the men running the flat earth cult have a multi-level marketing scam where they scam people for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Hundreds of thousands, possibly millions. Possibly millions. And so I'm here to expose that these are scumbags, actual shills, and I have exposed them so bad that they're running from me. Right now, they're cowering, praying that I shut up at any moment. They're praying that I shut the stream off and never speak again. But guess what? That's not going to happen. Nikki Love says, did you and Antonio ever make up? No. Antonio is a fucking shitbag. And if he's really dead, good riddance. And if he's not, dang. If he faked his death, dang. If he actually is dead, good riddance. You know why I say that? Because he's a piece of shit. Here's my deal with Antonio. He was in a relationship where he claims to have had sex with Patrick Steer. He says Patrick Steer is a man and has an inverted penis, and he claims to have had sex with the inverted penis of Patrick Steer, and that's how he knows it's a man. So Antonio Subarats admits he had sexual intercourse with a transformer, and he says that transformer is Patricia Steer. And so if Antonio Subarats says that Patricia Steer has an inverted penis, he also admits that he had sexual intercourse with Patricia's inverted penis. This is a fact. He admitted this. Patricia Steer says Antonio graped her. So Patricia Steer says Antonio graped her. And Antonio says it's a man with an inverted penis and that all sexual relations they had were consensual. And so Antonio basically invited her to England, and she got on a plane and went to England to be with him. And the two of them were in England and began having weird transformer sex the minute they met. They both admit that the minute they met, they went right home and began having transformer sex. So Antonio and at this point, and Patricia are living in the UK having transformer sex. And she says, I want to do this reality TV show about us and our relationship. And Antonio says, I don't want to do a reality TV show with you. And she says, Why not? And he says, because I don't want to be on a reality TV show with you and have it be about our dating life. And so she got really angry and left the UK because he didn't want to be in a flat earth reality show about them dating. So the show never happened. That's not a story, that's the truth. They were having transformer sex, according to both of them, and she wanted him to be on this flat earth reality TV show about this flat earth couple in the UK, Patty and Antonio. But Antonio didn't want to do it. And so she got pissed and left and came back to the United States. And then she was back on the flat earth and hot potatoes with Mark Sargent. Understand, Rubber Band? And so Antonio at one time said that I stole his lunar module or homeless tweaker shelter routine. Antonio claimed that I stole his flat earth proofs. One thing I am not is a thief of comedic material. I can repackage other people's material and do it as my own, but I'll always give credit, and I don't steal people's shit. And so Antonio claimed that I stole Math Powerland's shit and I stole his shit. And there's a video of me going on Antonio's stream and screaming at him with a vengeance. I was mad. And so there's video out there floating around of me just spitting on the screen like, you fuck trannies, you fuck trannies, I hate you, you fuck trannies. I got a donation from Lee, says, thanks for waking me up now. I'm am battered at this time. Love you and all mods doing a great job. Stay true, Bloods. Hey, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Whew. So a lot of you people don't know your flat earth history. Your flat earth history is important because history repeats itself. History repeats itself. I did this with Jaron 4 years ago, but back then I got kicked to the curb by the flat earth cult and my own fans turned on me. So 4 years later, now it's a different story. I'm kicking the cult's ass and they can't stop me. And I've lost, 100 or 200 subs in doing it because they don't understand what I'm doing. And people think that this is negative or bad, what I'm doing. But what I'm doing is draining the flat earth swamp. Do you guys remember when Donald Trump said he's going to drain the swamp and shit like that? Or Q says he's going to drain the swamp? No. I actually am literally draining the flat earth swamp. All the little shit turd channels are going down the toilet with the big channels. All the little turd channels are having problems bringing in new viewers and having anyone give a shit because I exposed what's going on at the tippity top. And the shit trickles down to all the little wiener channels. So you have guys like Daniel Pratt who ran away from me like a coward and changed the name of his channel. And he's too much of a loser to go get a job and support his family. So he goes out in his garage and blows his ass like a loser when he should be out there getting a job and supporting his family like a real man. But since he's not a real man, he's going to go out in his garage and smoke cigarettes all day and run his mouth on YouTube. Then you got Alex Stein, Primetime 99! Primetime 99! Yeah, I'm going to go over there and take a shit on his channel tomorrow. I'm just going to go take a fat dump on his channel starting tomorrow because I'm a comedian and it's fun. And I'm going to leave Kelsey Kerwin alone. She's off the hook. As long as she never shows back up, I'm going to leave Kelsey alone. So any of these people who quit and get out of my way, I'll leave them alone. But they're not off the hook yet. They're not off the hook yet. All right, foam foot. We'll toke one. Here, let me get rid of this ashes right here first.
I got a couple beautiful ladies there in my chat there. Got Faith and Foamfoot, a couple cuties. And you know what? They're not piss drinking vegan transformers. I want to point out that none of the mods in my chat are piss drinking vegan transformers. Jaren has a piss drinking vegan transformer in his chat named Patricia Steer. Piss drinking vegan transformer. I don't have piss drinking vegan transformers in my chat. Not one of these people, not one of these dudes, not one of those chicks right there is a piss drinking vegan transformer. Jaren likes piss drinking vegan transformers, and so he has Patrick Steer, who literally drinks her piss and is a vegan and is a transformer, and he promotes that person and gives that person a wrench. So there's a person in Jaren's chat who has the power of being a mod, and if you ask Jaren like why he supports someone who drinks their piss, he won't have a good answer for you. Even though she does like every day just wake up and drink a cup of piss in the morning. She calls it urine therapy. It's ridiculous. I feel great and I don't drink piss every day, and I'm not a vegan. So I eat raw meat and drink raw eggs, and I don't drink my piss, and I feel great. And so some evil witch named Patrick Steer wants you to drink your piss and eat a bunch of plants and kill yourself, basically. She's evil. Evil. I'm telling you, Patrick, I'm going to treat you like a man. If you mess with me, Patrick, you're going to get treated like a man. Understand, rubber band? All right, I want to see 200 thumbs up. Right now, smash the thumbs up, 200. Do it. Do you want to smoke this or what? Hit that button, 200 thumbs up. Oh, we're almost there. Thank you. Thank you for following directions. We'll continue. I've been listening to a lot of Pantera. I was listening to Pantera before the stream started. Listened to Pantera last night. One of my favorites is Mouth for War. And I also like Domination and New Level of Confidence. Walk, of course. 5 Minutes Alone. I'm Broken. Just classics. Cowboys from Hell is probably my favorite. Cowboys from Hell by Pantera is probably the best metal song in the world, in my opinion. The coolest metal song. Pantera is my favorite metal band, and I've been on a Pantera kick lately. Chris Diamid, hopefully I'm saying that kind of right, wants me to do a Alex Stein impression and has a donation. If you're going to donate, then I'm going to do the impression. It's pretty easy. He only says 3 things. What's funny is there's a video of him that he posted like yesterday. He got really wasted and he went to a football field where he used to play high school football, apparently. So he, excuse me, one second. So he went to his old high school and he went to the football stadium and the place is empty, and he set up his camera in an empty football stadium, and then he just started like doing his act. And so he's alone in a football stadium, and I can tell you he's wasted. I used to have a problem drinking alcohol, and it's a tough problem to deal with. And so when I see someone who's wasted, I can tell if they're wasted. Alex Stein was drunk off his ass, wasted, and went to his old high school, and he was like,
Prime time on the grind, Alex Stein 99. Alex Stein, prime time 99, man. Man, I'm back here at my high school. Primetime 99, back in his high school, 99. This is where it all started. This is where it all started. This is where I became Primetime 99. That's why they call me Primetime 99. That's why they call me Primetime 99. This is where it all started.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. He went to his old high school, drunk as fuck, and then just started doing this.
I'm back in my high school. This is where it all began. Primetime 99 on the grind. Alex Stein. I'm in my high school all the time.
I'm gonna run up the stairs. And then he ran up and down the stairs. And the whole time I'm thinking, dude, I used to play high school football. I would never go back to my old high school in Denair and go to the football field wasted and do that. Do you guys know I could go back to my old high school and I could get wasted, but I would never fire up the camera and do that because I'm not a fucking moron. Alex Stein, you fucking moron, you went to your old high school and you were wasted and you ran around on the football field pretending that you were back in high school playing football. That is the definition of a loser who's insane and wasted. So this is literally what Alex Stein did. Conspiracy Castle Alex Stein, star of the Baby Truther show and star of a loser Conspiracy Castle show. He went to his own old high school that he's been graduated from for 20 years. So he's been graduated for 20 years from this high school, and he goes there and he's like,
on the grind, Alex Stein, 99. I'm back in my old school. This is what happened for me. And Alex Stein on the grind 99, and it's prime time. I used to play here. This is what happened. Alex Stein 99.
And he does this. He's like, I swear to you that he did this for 20 minutes. And he posted it on his channel. I can go there right now or tomorrow, steal it, and make fun of him and make you guys laugh, and you're going to pay me because it's funny. And so this disgusting, worthless human being who's completely irrelevant and a fucking hack in every sense of the word likes to get drunk and go to his high school and pretend he's playing football. What? Who does that? Yeah. Alex Stein does that. Okay, got another donation coming in for Richie from Boston. Things are getting serious, y'all. If you wake up and you find at the foot of your bed a Chinese drone, then you know you need to get right with God. If you don't get right with God, the Chinese drones are going to be at the foot of your bed. They're going to shoot you with the mark of the beast. And if you don't subscribe, then you're going to wake up and not be right with God. There you go. It's like I always go with the same premise. It's like it's always the Chinese drones and always getting right with God. It's like that's always the premise. I went over there and found him on BitChute. He's still alive. Richie's still alive. I was worried about him. I thought because I did my impression of him so good that he was going to fake die of the boogeyman disease. I was worried that Richie was going to fake die of boogeyman because I did an impression of him. I was like, oh shit, I think I accidentally Richie from Boston on accident by doing an impression. But no, he's okay. He's all right. He's okay. And you know who I heard that from? Brian from High Impact Flicks, who wants to sell you the 5 types of collagen. Joe Biden said something funny today, and if you buy my 5 types of collagen, I just might show you. All right. Oh, and have you seen Russian Videos RV Truth's latest content? Yeah, pretty bad, huh? Pretty bad, huh?
You see, while I'm doing what I'm doing, RV Truth Russian videos can't figure out what he's supposed to do because he's a nameless, faceless coward who doesn't even know how the AE map works. And so he's a nameless, faceless coward who doesn't know that the AE map is debunked. So he still shows pictures of it, even though he doesn't even know how it works. RV Truth, such a joke. Russian videos, such a joke. RV Truth doesn't know what to do because Jake the asshole just bashed the entire cult and brought them to their knees. So RV Truth's over there like pretending that he's still doing something. RV Truth is pretending to do stuff. RV Truth, idiot. It's debunked. You're on the sinking ship, you nameless, faceless coward. Wah, 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 wah. Meow. I don't understand how anyone can follow that guy. He was never a real flat earther. He never did a flat earth experiment. He's never went out in public and done anything. Do you know there's people who like talk shit on me, but I went out in public and actually did flat earth activism? I went out into real public and talked to real human beings about the earth being flat and about NASA lying. And guess what? I made them laugh and smile, and I got a lot of wonderful footage, and I own that footage. And I can show it to anyone that I have went out on the streets. Haven't you guys seen me? Many of you big classic flat earth asshole fans, you've seen me go out on the streets and talk about flat earth and NASA, right? Any flat earth asshole fans who've been here since the beginning? Anybody? 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 Flat earth asshole fans been here since the beginning? Anybody? I'm about to brag. I'm about to boast. I'm about to put some butter on my breakfast toast. Flat earth asshole fans been here since 2016. Do you remember I used to go out in public and do actual flat earth activism? Like not conferences where they charge 200 a ticket. No. I would set up my own flat earth gatherings that were free, and I would also go to open mics and do performances. When I sang karaoke, I would yell earth is flat into the microphone and make everyone laugh. When I went out and did activism, people thought it was funny. In fact, there's a video of me, where's it at? With the shirt. Where's it at? Where's the damn shirt? Ah, this one. There's a video of me going out with this shirt. Right here. Who remembers me going out with this shirt? I do. I remember when me went out with that shirt. Me went out with that shirt. I went out with that shirt 100,000 times. I have worn this shirt. I have worn the fuck out of this shirt. If you think I only wear it here in the office, well, you're wrong. I have worn the fuck out of it. Now, let's see about Jerry. Let's just start with Jeranism. Has Jeranism ever went out in public and talked to anyone about the flat earth in public and do real activism? Nope. Does he perform at flat earth conferences that charge $200 where he tells you that this is where you live? Yep. So Jaron will go to a flat earth conference and tell you that this is where you live and charge you $200 to do it. I go out in public and tell people this. And they laugh and they listen to me. And then they want to know where they can get one. You can get one in the description down below. You can get one of these in the description down below. It's not a bag of collagen. It's a shirt, lunar module, or a homeless tweaker shelter. The classic. And I'm the only human being who is smart enough to ever think to put a NASA picture on a shirt like that. And my own phrase. Do you know how many of those I've sold? somewhere in the neighborhood of like, I don't know, $15,000, I think. And I never had to make a single one. Teespring prints them and ships them. I just sit back like this. I do. I sit back, I'm like, if you buy one of these right here, I don't make it. I don't ship it. Teespring makes it and they ship it. And if you have a problem, you can call them and they'll fix it. So here's what happens. Money goes right into my PayPal account. Yeah. So if you buy this, I'm not going to put it in a box and send it to you. Teespring is going to put it in a box and send it to you. And then they're going to shoot me some cash because I sold you a shirt. So if you ever buy a shirt from me, I just want you guys to know the process. I created it. I don't actually make it. I don't actually ship it. But the company that I do have doing all that has a department for you to call if you have any problems. And so if you want any of these, you can find them in the description down below. So I do sell shirts and I'm proud of them. I love them. If anyone has a problem with me selling a shirt, why don't you have an awesome thing like this on your shirt? Someone once told me, Jake, you shouldn't make money off the truth. Why not? Nobody else did this. I had to do this. I had to pay for this one. So if I don't sell some, I'm in the hole. Do you think do you think this is free? Somebody once told me, Jake, the truth should be free. Okay, but my shirts aren't free. You know why? Because Chinese people have to make them and then ship them to you. Understand, rubber band? So if you want this or you want this, there's people with machines who have to make it and they have to get paid. Understand, rubber band? And so Teespring has connections to people who can make a shirt and then put it in a box and ship it. Do you know to put this in a box and then ship it to you is going to involve a lot of people and it's going to cost money. So if you think that I am being greedy by selling this, I'm employing lots of people. So you don't want to mess with me and say it's wrong to sell this because I only get a little piece of it and all the other people who help ship it to you, they have to get paid too. And it's called the job that we all do. And so if anyone has a problem with me selling a shirt, you can shove it up your asshole and go to your slave job with nothing on your shirt that you bought at Walmart. That one's called, That's Why I Sell a Shirt. Because I've been questioned on why I sell shirts. So now you know. Now you know. So if you go to a slave job that you don't like and you're mad that I sell a shirt, sounds like a personal problem. Bet you wish you could sell a shirt, huh? Oh, and you can. Here's the deal. All of you guys can sell a shirt. Do you know how I ended up selling like over 10 grand worth of this one? I made it and then I advertised it and then I bought one and wore it and then I made commercials for it. And you guys bought it. Do you see what I just told you? If you have an idea for a shirt, you can go to Teespring, make your shirt, and they're going to give you a link. And then you can decide how much you're going to sell your shirt for. And then you can get paid to sell shirts, just like me. But here's the tricky part. You have to have an audience who wants it. You have to be a salesman and pitch it. So what you're going to have is a link to sell a shirt that you made. And you don't have to put any money down or spend any money. Teespring's going to do all that for you. They want you to sell the shirts. Teespring wants you to come create a shirt and sell it. And they're going to do all the shipping and they're going to shoot money into your PayPal account.
And all you got to do is come up with a real cool idea like this one. And you can sell a shirt too, just like me. Do you see what information I just gave you? That if you want to do something like this, you can go to Teespring or other places, T-Chip. There's a few places. There's like 10 of them, 50 of them. You'll start with a blank shirt. It's a blank white shirt. Let me do this for you. Watch this. Here's what you're going to see on screen. You're going to see this on the screen. If you want to make a shirt like I have, you're going to see this. And then you can change the color and change it to whatever color you want. And you can have multiple colors. So they'll have options for you to make whatever color the shirt you want. And you can have different options, right? So this one's green, but you can also get it in black or blue or pink or red. So you're going to start with this, and then you're going to pick your colors, and then you're going to put what you want on it. You know how you do that? You upload an image or you put text on there. They have a text tool, and you can write whatever you want on there with text on the screen, or you can upload an image. So this is just text. This took 5 minutes. I've sold a few $1,000s worth of this, and it took 5 minutes to make. And I don't ship them or print them. I just sit back on my ass. And anyone who buys one, I get the money. So this other one, the lunar module one, this one I uploaded the image. And then made the font. It took a while, but that's how that's done. So if you ever have an idea for a shirt and you want to run with it, I'm here telling you how to run with your idea and make money from home making a shirt. See? So when you show up to the site, you just go to create product, and they'll let you create a shirt, they'll let you create a hat, they'll let you create a handbag, they'll let you create a dildo. I don't know, maybe. So if you ever want to do what I do, I think I just told you how. I had a friend once keep pestering me, and he's like, Jake, show me how to grow mushrooms. And I'm like, okay, I will. And then he hit me up the next day, and he's like, Jake, show me how to grow mushrooms. And and I was like, all right, dude, we'll get together. I'll show you how it's done. And then he kept bothering me and texting me, and he's like, oh, show me how to grow mushrooms. And then when I finally saw him, I was like, you know what? Here's how. You go on YouTube and you type in how to grow magic mushrooms, and you watch a YouTube video which is going to show you exactly how to grow magic mushrooms. All you have to do is watch the video, buy the shit, and grow magic mushrooms. Now, I learned to grow magic mushrooms by going on YouTube and watching videos about how to grow magic mushrooms. So, rather than ask me to show you how to grow magic mushrooms, why don't you go on YouTube and watch videos about how to grow magic mushrooms, buy the shit, and grow your own magic mushrooms? And he's like, but can you show me how? And then I almost slapped him at that moment, but I had to hold back. So if you want to know how to grow magic mushrooms, you have to go right up there to your search bar, wait till the stream's over, and type in how to grow magic mushrooms. Trust me, the videos are out there which explain exactly, step by step, how you can grow pounds of fresh mushrooms, edible and psychedelic. Understand, rubber band? So I don't need to explain it to you. There are men who already have explained it, and there's tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views on those videos. So if you ever want mushrooms, you can create them in a month. It takes like a month. There's no smell. There's no odor. It can be done in a cardboard box. It can be done in a closet. Nobody will have a clue what you're doing.
because there's no odor, there's no smell, and all you need is a light about this big. Just a teeny light. That's it. You don't even need a grow light. You just need a teensy fluorescent light. It's the teensiest light. And so, if you ever want your own mushrooms and you want a pile of them, all you have to do is type in on YouTube how to grow mushrooms, or Google how to grow magic mushrooms. And if you want to know where to get spores, magic mushroom spores, they'll mail it to your mailbox or a P.O. box. And if you live in where that isn't allowed, you go through a company in Canada that will mail it to your mailbox, because people in Canada don't give a fuck about your state laws. So they'll send you, where is it at? Damn it. I had a mushroom syringe here. I was going to show it to you. Now I can't find it. I have it, and I show it off as a prop. Damn it, now I don't know where it is. Shit. So what they send you is a mushroom syringe, and it's got spores in it, and you'll just be shooting it into a jar of pressure cooked greens or brown rice. And you're going to be creating a block of mycelium, and then you're going to fruit that mycelium. And the fruit of mycelium is mushrooms. And when a mushroom opens up, it drops spores, which you collect, and then you have the process to do forever. Understand? So you order a mushroom syringe, and then you're going to pressure cook rye grains or brown rice, and then you're to shoot the mushroom spores onto your rye grains or brown rice. It's going to make a white mold called mycelium. Once it has taken over the entire jar, then you're going to fruit it, and you're going to watch the videos on how to do that. Then you're going to have more mushrooms than you'll know what to do with. And when they're whole cow, they're power. Damn it, where the hell did that? Anyway. So, anybody who is ever looking for any, I just told you how to make your own forever. Understand? Which is kind of how I became so smart. They don't call them magic. There's lots of drugs. Only one of them is called magic. Let me repeat that. There's a whole lot of drugs, some that I don't ever touch ever. Anyone who tells you that I do any drug that goes, they're a liar. I don't do any sort of drug that goes nose at all. And so anyone who's ever told you that is a liar. But that, let's say, is a mushroom and is magic, yeah, I might have done one or two of those in my life. So there's only one drug that is magic, and it is called magic. And it's provably an actual mushroom. And so you know that you're not getting any sort of powder mixed in from God knows where. The reason I don't put in my nose is because I don't know what the fuck is in those powders, or where they came from, or how they made that. And I don't trust the people who mix up other powders with these so that they can have more powder. I don't like powders. Powdered food, powdered anything, keep it away from me. Don't want it. Now, let's say you got a nice, juicy magic mushroom. Oh, I might want that because I know it's a mushroom. You can't fool a mushroom. There's no such thing as a fake psychedelic mushroom. It's either real or it's not. And people don't grow fake psychedelic mushrooms. You have to be an idiot to buy any fake mushrooms. And all the hippies I know that sell mushrooms would never have anything that. And so the awesome thing about mushrooms is they're real. You can look at them and be like, that's a mushroom. Whereas if you have a bag of powder, you don't know what the fuck you're putting in your nose. And neither do I. We just do it. So if anyone ever tells you that I'm putting stuff in my nose, oh, no, no, no. No, I'm naturally funny because once in a while I enjoy magic. That's why. So if you want to be funny like me or have a mind like me, well, cool guy. And that's why I wear this hat. That's why I act like I act and do what I do, because I am a magical motherfucking fool. Yeah. Here's the thing with growing mushrooms. People think that it grows on. Yeah, it does. But if you grow it on rice or rye grains, you're actually going to get a lot more cleaner of a product than the ones that grow on shit. So if you pick a mushroom out of a cow shit and it's got bacteria on it and it's been out in the wild, it'll get you high, but it's not the type of mushroom I really want to eat. Whereas I can grow my own mushrooms if I wanted, that come off of rice or rye grains. And there's no cow feces involved, no feces whatsoever. And I can know exactly what it is and where it comes from. And then once the mushroom cap opens, it drops spores. And you collect them and suck them up in your syringe and start the process all over. So anyone who's ever grown weed, that takes 6 to 7 times longer. Yeah, and it's way more expensive. So growing weed is way more expensive and way more time consuming. And if you mess up, you're going to lose your crop. Whereas mushrooms, if you mess up, you'll lose a jar. So if this gets contaminated, I can just toss it and start another one. So, you understand what I just told you and how that might change your life? Other YouTuber ever told you that in the same stream where they bust the flat earth cult? No. Do you guys know all the greatest comedians always had a little something to help them be funny? So, funny, chances are they've taken something to help them be funny. Not always, but I will tell you that most comedian people, most professional level comedians are not sober. In fact, they have some sort of chemical or drug that they take in before they go on or after they get off stage. I can tell you for a fact many comedians are alcoholics and drug abusers. And I know that because I used to be in the open mic comedy scene, and comedians abuse drugs. And that's a well known fact. And some of the best comedians ever have done a whole lot of drugs. So if you go back to old Robin Williams, like when he first got started, you'll see examples of him high out of his mind on cocaine and God knows what else, to where he's just doing these weird characters that don't even make sense. And he just starts walking around just doing weird characters, like, and people are just like, what the fuck is he doing? If you watch old Robin Williams when he's out of his mind on coke, you'll laugh and then you'll get kind of like scared and then you'll be like, oh no. Yeah. So, and then you look at a guy, let's say, like Mitch Hedberg. Mitch Hedberg's one of my all-time favorites, and he died of doing too many drugs. And so he would get super high sometimes and not be able to do his set. There's examples of Mitch Hedberg, who's a legend, and he would get so high he would go out on the stage and bomb and not perform his set correctly and say his jokes wrong because he was so goddamn high. And he would get high with people in the crowd before and after the shows. There's stories of Mitch Hedberg doing drugs with people, hardcore drugs, and then bombing at his own show because he can't tell his own jokes. But when he was in the zone and he wasn't too high, he was one of the funniest dudes ever. Probably one of my favorite comedians of all time, Mitch. I love Mitch. Haha, that's ridiculous. On a stoplight, green means go, and yellow means slow down, and red means stop. But on a banana, it's the opposite. Green means hold on, and then yellow means go ahead, and red means where the fuck did you get that banana? It's probably one of my favorite Mitch jokes. I wrote a script and I gave it to a dude to read it, and he said he likes it, but he wants me to rewrite it. I said, fuck that, I'll just make a copy. See? Tell me I'm not a Mitch fan. I just channeled his energy and delivered 2 of his popular jokes to you. And I give credit to Mitch, so I'm not trying to pass that off like I'm making those jokes. Those are Mitch Hedberg's jokes that I have covered for you, giving credit to Mitch Hedberg, so no one can ever say I stole his jokes. All right. If you've never watched Mitch Hedberg, you're going to want to do that because he's hilarious. He's dead now, but he was one of a kind, the best one-liner comedian ever. Better than Dangerfield and Stephen Wright, Mitch Hedberg was the best one-line comedian ever. He could tell just a sentence-long joke and just destroy everyone. And then the ones that don't work, he would roast himself. So if he had a joke that flopped, he would be like, man, I knew I shouldn't have told that joke. I'm not going to tell that one next. And he would just roast his own self. So anytime a joke flops, he's like, next time I'm going to tell that joke with completely different words. Or he'd be like, I have in my head of the audience enjoying it much more than they did. So he'll just roast himself anytime a joke doesn't work, and then they laugh. And so Mitch is a one-of-a-kind genius. And so I grew up watching comedian virtuosos, and I grew up watching musical virtuosos, and I became a comedian. These comedians we're discussing aren't professional musicians. I am. And comedians we speak of have ever taken down a shill empire. I have. So as it stands, I'm a professional comedian, a professional musician. I take down a shill empire. I'm cute. I have a cute dog. And I'm not going to have a penis measuring contest with Jaren. And I'm single and ready to mingle, but I'm also a celibate monk. I'm a celibate monk until a pretty girl comes along and changes my mind. And then I won't be anymore. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I know the shills are watching right now and they don't like it. They don't like it, but I like it. I think we're having fun. You guys having fun? Who's having fun? You guys know about being me is that I don't need any cohorts or anybody to help me. There's people who ask if they can come on my show, and I'm like, and they're like, why? And it's like, I like being the only one here, and I like being in control the whole time, and I like being the one who talks. So people, when they ask to come on my show, I'm usually like, let me think about it, and then let them, because I like being the only one here. For instance, is Kelsey over here with her tits out? No. Is Primetime 99 over here acting like a queer? No. Is David App trying to tell his app, Weiss app, Harvey Weissen David Stein? Is he down here trying to sell his app? No, he's not here. Is Jaren up here shilling like a villain? No. I don't need any of those people, and I never have. Do I have a piss drinking vegan mod in my chat? Nope, not here. Not ever. Never, ever. So if you look at what I have here, you'll agree that I don't have any of that stupid shit that I'm against. Mike A says, who cares about those CIA fakes? Well, you have to care enough to bust them. So if you ignore them, they'll continue doing what they're doing. But since I paid attention and busted them, you could say I care. I care. I care enough to save people from deception. I care about the truth. What about you? What did you do lately to stop anything or anyone from anything? What did you do for the truth lately? Guy who questions thy, what have you done for the truth? I brought down a fire, making them beg for mercy. Do you guys know when I pass, I have keys to the kingdom? That's why I get to feel really good inside, be narcissistic, and feel amazing because of what I've done. The shills can't, and it angers them that they're shitty people who sold their soul. So that's why they went after me and kill me. But they can't. Just another day in the life of the world's most awesome, dangerous comedian who's also the most talented and amazing human being who ever lived. Just another day. Just another day. Aaron Calderon says, all I do is spam Jake's enemies comment section and lead people to the truth. Yeah, their cult over there is just dwindling down. They're pretty pathetic. The only thing they have in common is hating me. Like, that's like the only thing they have in common is like, "Oh, the earth is flat, AE map, and Jake is bad." Yeah, like, look, we're in the cult and we think Jake is bad, and the sun's going around there in a circle, and then if you download David Weiss's app, he can like look at all your files and open your camera and look at you. And so we don't like Jake, and we like to download David Weiss's app so he can data mine and steal our info. And so because we don't like Jake, Earth is flat as a pancake, and there's an ice wall because Jake's a bad guy. Huh. Yeah, Jake hurts people, and Jake abuses homeless people, and Jake just hurts everyone because he sings for the elderly. This dude Jaron is making imposter accounts, or he's having one of his associates make imposter accounts with these terrible hit pieces of me. He's posting videos from 2017 where I met ODD, and he's trying to make it out like that's going to hurt me or something. Like he's posting old videos of me hanging out with Matt Boylan from 2016. Yeah, I used to think those guys were my friends. Remember? I didn't know who they really were. I wasn't aware of what was going on. So if you show old videos of me from 2016 and 17, what do you think that's going to do? Nobody watches those videos that you're posting except you and your sock accounts and me. I see them because I Google myself and I look who's talking about me. So if you're talking about me, I'm going to see it, but nobody else is going to see it. So if you make an imposter account of me and only 30 people watch it and it's all your sock accounts and me, what's that going to do for you, Jerry? So Jaron thinks if he opens up imposter accounts, for instance, he has one called Jake the Crackhead Loser, and he has plenty of accounts, and I'm going to try to shut them all down tomorrow. So he provably, I'm telling you, is making accounts like this one. See? That's not me. I did not make that. You're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to make an account with my name and my picture and my likeness and then take my content and post it. That's not allowed. I'm going to report all these and get them taken down. And if they track this back to you, Jaron, then you're going down too. Understand, rubber band? So, Jerry, see this, guys? If you see anyone impersonating me, report the account for impersonation. If you see anyone doing this, such as Jaron or anyone, I want you, if you like me and you like my channel and you want to support me, I want you to report these. Go over and hit the report button and say that this person is either cyberbullying by impersonating me or defamation of character. And just pick the right option. It's really easy. It takes about 30 seconds to file a report against these people. These people right here doing this to me are evil. Look, look, look. That right there, what they're doing. That's Jaron doing that to me. Yep. Look at this. Watch this. Look. See that? Look what he did. Look what he did. He made an account called Jake the Crackhead Loser, and then he put lipstick on me with Photoshop, and then he calls this video Jake the Asshole Likes to Take It Up the Asshole Jake Gibson. This is what Jaron's doing to me. I did not do this. Jaron is doing this to me. See? So I'm going to put the cease and desist video back up. I took the cease and desist video down to private because I made my warning, but I'm going to put it back up and I'm going to start taking some serious. Tomorrow, I'm going to look into getting all these shut down. See that? Don't fall for that. He's using channels to sub to you guys. He's going to use these channels to subscribe to you. And then he's going to come and want you to watch these videos, these hit pieces. That's his plan. He subscribes to you using these, pretending to be me. If you see someone with only 10 or 20 subs, it's not me. If it says Jake the Crackhead Loser, yeah, it's not me. You see this? Yeah. Defamation of character. It says Jake the Asshole Likes to Take It Gibson. Hey, Jaron, just because your wife cheated on you doesn't mean you have to open up imposter accounts, loser. Just because your wife cheated on you doesn't mean you have to do this, Jaron. Jaron, I know it's you because I have confronted you and you answered me just like you would do. I know it's you, Jaron, because when I have confronted you on these channels, you answer me. And you answer exactly how Jaron would answer. And I have proof that you did this to me 4 years ago. You did this to me 4 years ago, called Jake the Jew Boy. This is what you want, Jaron? Is this really what you want to do? I'm going to spend tomorrow shutting all these down. It's easy. And I can get my audience to help me because it's evil and wrong. So these channels do deserve to go down. And I can tell my audience come across this horse shit to report it for cyberbullying and for impersonation because those are against YouTube policies. Understand, rubber band? So, Jerry, or any of your associates who's to me, you're not going to win, lose. This will never stop me from getting employment anywhere. Nobody's ever going to watch this and then not hire me. Realize if I want to sell $1 million worth of books, that stupid video you made will not stop me. And
and I'm going to sell $1 million worth of books, or close to it, or more. And if crypto happens to pop time, I'm also just going to have extra money just come. And so, Jerry, if you think you're going to mess with me by doing those horseshit sock accounts, again, you messed with the wrong guy. Ta-ta, Jerry. Now he's going to be like, I never did that. Those aren't me. I didn't do that. I guarantee you he's going to say he didn't do that. I didn't make sock accounts of you. Who else would do that right now? One of your lame-ass friends or you? Nobody in the world is going to make that video right now unless it's one of your dumb hellbent cult members, personal friends, or you. And since I've owned you and you're mad, I'm pretty sure you're willing to do something stupid like that. So, Jaren, I'm about 99% positive that's you. And if I'm wrong, so be it. I'm pretty sure you have at least one sock account, or two, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you have done exactly that. So, if that's you or any of your cohorts, just know anyone can do that. I can tell my subscribers to go create accounts called Jarenism. Do you know, Jaren, I can instruct my subscribers to create a new channel called Jarenism Exposed. Do you guys know at any point I can't stop you? You can create a channel called Jarenism Exposed and take my videos and repost them. Do you know I can't stop you, guys? I can't stop any of you from doing this. You can download my videos and make a channel called Jaren Campanella is a bitch, and then you could post that. I'm not recommending you do that, but you could. Do you guys know I couldn't stop you? If you guys love me so much, I couldn't stop you. If you wanted to take Jaren's videos and make fun of them and make hit pieces, I couldn't stop you from doing that. If you ever wanted to become a YouTuber and you want to make fun of a man who's a scumbag, I can't stop you from doing that. If you want to do what I'm doing and join the fight, I can't stop you from doing that. I don't necessarily recommend it, but if you want to join my side and you want to fire a few cyber bullets, you could take my content or Jaren's content, or any content from what's going on, and talk about it, or make a hit piece or do something, and they can't do anything about it. Sorry, I stopped my audience, loyal rabbits, from possibly making their own content about you. Because right now I'm the only one making this content. So if anyone wants to join the asshole, you can make a video explaining what you think of all this, explaining what you think about him, explaining what you think about Bob from Globebusters, explaining what you think about Thompson, explain what you think about Patricia Steer. Just make a channel, or if you already have a channel, fire up the camera and just talk about what you think about these people to me. I promise you it will help me, but I can't make you do it. And I'm not even necessarily going to suggest you do that. But I couldn't stop you if you wanted to. Again, I'm not the type of guy to instruct my audience to do anything, but if desire, you could pieces against these same talking about, and they're not going to like it very much. Really funny. Did you guys understand what I just said? You guys are free to take my material and post it for the greater good. So whenever I do a search and I only guy doing this, it gets a little lonely. Nobody helps. Yep, it says buffering. Well, wait a minute. So
you're going to hear a lot of backpedaling. We weren't doing that. Everything Jake said's a lie. Jake's lying. That's all they're going to have. That's all they got anymore. Yeah, huh? So I'm tired. I've been on here for 3 hours. I hope I cleared up a ton of stuff. And if you missed any of it, go back and rewatch this stream. Rewatch it time and time again. Watch it real slowly, and then watch it real fastly, and then watch it medium. All right? And then you should have everything. You'll be caught up. All right? And then the rest of the content is back up for you. I pretty much put a good plethora of my content back up, so go watch it. At any point, I might pull it all back down. Here's the thing. I like to keep them guessing. So at any point, I can put all my shit to private, and then put it all back up. And then pull it all back down, and then put it back up. And at any point. So, if you want any of the videos, you better go download them and get them. If there's any videos you really like that are up right now, you better go grab one. All right. So, until next time, this is Jake the Asshole, the funniest, smartest, most amazing, awesome, badass human being who ever lived. Thank you for watching the most awesome, amazing, badass, dangerous, cool YouTube channel that ever existed. You are the most amazing, greatest audience who's ever been alive. And together, we are going to cripple the bad guys for life. Until next time, peace.